it through the gate to access the city of Dongloins, which I actually tried to look up how to pronounce it, and it's some weird Gaelic shit, so I didn't get very far.
Robbie, is it something from The Abyss, the anime, or is it like something like that you have created?
This here is pulled from various sources. So some of the stuff in here is from the anime. Some of it's from a source book from D&D Beyond. And I actually have a physical book that I'm pulling some of the stuff from as well. So this is kind of a Frankenstein of a bunch of stuff.
The whistles, the split jaws, those are all straight from the anime.
Yeah. I did not know that this was based on an anime, but it's Robbie's campaign, so I should have known.
I didn't want to say it at first, but as he like the third session in, once y'all started actually talking about it, I was like, hold on. I've seen 3 episodes of this show. This is weird.
Right. Oh yeah. That was shameless stealing from that show. For sure.
Oh, we're all stealing from something, man.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, so you guys managed to make it through this gate and proceeded on until finally you come to an overlook. Below you see a vast city, an ancient drow city, and you also see the saints as they come marching in as they're playing some owlbears.
On Nickelodeon.
On Nickelodeon. You see the brought to you by Nickelodeon printed out on the field under the water. Let me make sure I'm on the right section. Okay, cool. So,
Speed Victory starts playing.
The the city is incredibly ancient as far as you can tell, and it is flooded as there's a massive dome made of glass over this city that appears to be constructed back during the time of the drow, and it's slowly starting to wear and fall apart as you can see various cracks and holes in it where water is pouring in, flooding this city. So yeah, let me actually read what I wrote for you instead of just talking. Let's see, where did that go? Shit. What did I do? All right, so you guys are at the Overlook right now, up here with these boys.
I have
the legendary. Oh, I actually need to
journal entry that you put.
With you guys. Okay, here we go. You should see the.
Oh, nice, even better. Yeah, we're right here.
The city now. Yeah, that way you guys can.
The end zone got slime. The same sort of the slime all over the end zone.
Wait, what? Really?
The slime zone.
Oh my god,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, and it cut to a clip of SpongeBob celebrating.
That's awesome. So yeah, let's see. The legendary lost city of Dongloin. It spreads out below the large dome made of glass, above which is the vast ocean, and the sun, which you've all are seeing for the first time in what seems like ages. Ancient, intricate stone towers rise up from the flooded city, though many of those have toppled against one another to form dangerous-looking walkways extending between the ruins. The rooftops and upper levels of the towers are strewn with vines and foliage. Below the water's surface, the buildings of the city are unnaturally clean, showing no signs of vegetation or other life. The sunlight reflects off the water, highlighting the glimmering glass statues that spread throughout the various parts of the city. On rooftops, in unsubmerged squares and roads, even on the crumbling towers themselves. Even at a distance, many of the statues appear to be humanoids of different races. So yeah, that's good.
Sorry, did you say that the buildings were unnaturally clean beneath the water?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's not go in.
Yeah, I want to send nurse in there before we go in there.
How many? Yeah, I'm on nurse number 8. I'm keeping track.
Yeah, you do have a nurse though, so you pooped out another one. So you're set.
Our goal is to get to nurse 69.
Oh, we'll get there. I guarantee it.
We'll get there.
Okay, hold on. Let me grab my dice.
Oh, that reminds me. I should have my dice as well.
All right, Curtis, do you have your dice?
I've got mine right here.
Yeah, like, I almost forgot them. Like, are they downstairs? No, they're sure, I got them. Okay,
Yeah.
so how many stories do the buildings appear to be?
I'd say some of the taller ones are around like maybe 6 stories, something like that.
Okay.
The water seems to submerge about 2 to 3, depending on what part of the city you're in.
Okay, cool. I gotta say, man, I'm looking at like this map as like a guide, and I am like fully immersed in this city. Like,
Oh yeah,
this is what I am picturing as I'm looking at this. You know?
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and like use this as like all the reference. So when we're talking about anything, just point out like like over here, this part of the city. There's like 2 layers deep. I think I saw somewhere where it was like 3.
Yeah, like I see like entire buildings that seem to be like underground, but like I'm seeing like a lot of towers as well. Like
Yeah.
Robbie, I don't know if this is what you meant to quote unquote like insert, but I'm kind of picturing like The Last of Us. How like when they were
Okay.
in one of the cities, there were like cities that were like the hotel area.
Mhm.
Like part of it was like underwater, but like a lot of it was like
Right.
underground. That's kind of what I'm feeling in this
Okay.
imagery.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, so I assume you guys are gonna head down
Yes.
towards the water.
Yep.
Yes.
Is
So
that-
Jerry,
that-
you know how to swim, correct? Does anyone not know how to swim?
I'm not a great swimmer, but I don't need to breathe.
You're right there. Yes. As a fire Genasi myself, I'll be honest with you guys. I've never encountered this situation before, but I don't know how to swim. I will openly and gladly admit I don't know how to swim.
Bjorn shoves a magic flying broom into your arms.
Oh,
I am well aware of your aversion to water. I know about your inability to bathe.
yes.
That's why he loves
We all
slime
know.
so much, to clean him up.
I'll get in a shower or a bathtub, no problem at all. But open water like this, I am openly just not feeling great about this. So I don't know how to swim. I will drown, but I have a high constitution. I will be okay. But I just want everyone to be aware, swimming is not amongst my proficiencies.
Do you only play characters that can't swim?
Listen,
For the most part, yes.
last
I play
time,
characters that can swim because I can't.
last time that I played as Monty, Robbie had me roll and say, listen, if you can roll a nat 20, I'll say that you just learned how to swim. And the lords shined upon me that day, and I rolled a nat
And you rolled a 1.
I rolled a nat 20, and I can
Yep.
swim, damn it!
It was ridiculous. I couldn't deny him it.
No, you
And-
can't. You can't. Monty can.
And listen, just to be fair, to make it like, I didn't lie about this. I rolled it on roll 20, and I did,
Yep.
and it was a 20! And I took my shirt off, and I was so happy that day.
Yeah, all of a sudden I just see him jump up. He gets
What?
out of screen view, and I see a shirt go flying across the room. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Vinny, what's wrong with you?
Mike, you can't listen. The first time, here's the story. The first time I played as Monty, and I got very drunk. Like, I'll be honest, it was the first time that I got like so drunk I couldn't remember what I did. And I said, I was like, Monty's a sailor. He's proficient in swimming. That is the one thing I remember saying. But
Yeah, what he doesn't remember, though, is when he introduced his character, he said his character flaw was that he couldn't swim. That was like the joke he was going off of for his character. And so we didn't let him slide on that because later on there was water and he was like, I'm proficient in swimming. We're like, no, you're not. You said you couldn't swim.
Vinny, that's when you say, I lied.
It's been 2 years. 2 years of Monty not knowing how to swim, and the gods smiled upon me that day. The Dice Christ smiled upon me and said, Monty now knows how to swim. Because I got like thrown overboard on something.
Yeah, so he's like drowning. And I was like, all right, I'm going to give you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Rolls a nat 20 out of fucking nowhere. And then I'm like, well, shit, all right. You immediately just like figure out how to doggy paddle. And when he gets to the surface, I'm like, you don't know how to tread water, so you just doggy paddle in a circle.
Yeah. And listen, this is going to be, like, besides Monty, this is like my only other like main character outside of like Curtis's campaign. I have like 3 characters, you know? And Monty, you, against my wishes, said that he couldn't swim. This is my choice. This is the foil between the two. I am openly and soberly saying that Asher cannot swim. This is being recorded.
Okay.
So this can be used against me later. As a fire person, he cannot swim.
What about JoJo?
JoJo knows. He's good. He's like, yeah, he floats, you know? I'll say this. He does not know how to like actively swim, but he knows how to not drown. Okay. I'll go in the middle. Okay. Monty knows how to swim. Asher does not know how to swim. JoJo knows how to not drown.
I wish I knew that in the last game when you guys were at a lake. That would have been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
You slowly bob out to the center.
Listen, when a monk levels up high enough, they can walk on water. Hit up walls, so like that's what I'm going for. Okay.
I can do that on level 1.
All right, back to the fantasy.
All right, back in the fantasy. Let's see. So you guys are up here. Go ahead and were you guys talking about something? I feel like there was a conversation that was happening.
Just me saying I don't know how to swim. I'm very bad in water environments.
All right. So when you guys get down to about this area here, you've reached about the tower level, and so you see there's a couple of towers that have kind of toppled over towards the land where you guys are at. So you could easily start walking across some of these towers and using them as a way to enter deeper into the city. Or there is a path that heads down this way that goes to the water's edge. So when you guys reach this area, let me go ahead and read off what we got here. Many of the glass statues along the exteriors of the towers are, in fact, humanoid. They stand in alcoves or recesses along the tower's upper reaches and are crafted in disturbingly lifelike fashion. Gargoyles and caryatid columns also abound, anchored to rooftops or extending outward to form massive arches supporting the stonework above. So we're kind of at a point where you guys can choose how you want to approach the city. You can hop on a tower and just kind of cruise along that way, or you can go down to the water's edge and check that out.
I would like to go the route that goes over the most water.
I concur. I would also like to avoid the most amount of water as possible as necessary.
That's not what I said.
That is not what he said.
He wants to encounter the most water.
Oh, I thought you said go over the most water.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to go over all of the water so things can go bad faster.
We're not going to swim in it. We're going to jump from tower to tower.
Yes, I'm okay with that. Yes, I concur. I don't want to be on the water's edge. That's too close to the water. I would like to be above the water.
Nobody tell them what the other options actually are.
All right. So you guys going to go ahead and start climbing on the towers then?
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna, before we get going, I'm gonna take an empty vial and scoop up some of the water to see if it looks like regular ass water.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like seawater, but I want to make sure because everything's unnaturally clean.
Yeah, if you guys want to head down, because you're still up like around like 3 stories above the water at this location here where you kind of have that V. You can go down to the water. I'll go, it would take maybe like 5 minutes to get down there, and you can try and scoop up and check it out.
I'll just tie a rope to Bjorn and rappel down the side.
Bjorn will point his grapple cannon to you.
Oh, so you're not going to walk down?
More than 40 feet, but
you're not going to walk down with everybody. You're just going to rappel down the side. Because there's a very clean cut path to get down if you just want to walk.
Okay, fine. If there's a clean cut path, I'll just do that.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to, if we were on the tower, just hop down while holding on to Bjorn.
Jared,
okay.
I
mean, that's
too would like
perfectly
to investigate this water, see if there's any microbials inside of it.
All right.
I will cast Identify on the water because y'all are being very roundabout. I'll just go straight to it.
I don't know how to cast Identify.
So
Y'all know I can cast Identify.
I don't know.
First thing to resolve here is Asher. As you guys get close to the water's edge, go ahead and give me a. Let me double check what the check is. I'm going to double check the check.
Roll a d20 to determine.
Give me a perception check.
A perception check. Okay.
Or I'm sorry, no, Arcana.
Just Asher?
Yeah, just Asher.
Okay, I would say if it's perception, why am I not doing that?
Yeah, so yeah, I'll leave it at that.
God damn it! I rolled a 4 on d20, and my perception is a +3.
Slap
so I
your
rolled a
ass.
7.
All right, so yeah, as you walk up to the water, you kind of get this weird feeling about the water, but you're not really sure what it is. As you walk up, though, you don't really, you can't really verify any of the information. You don't sense anything.
Is it an uneasiness like different than like, hey, I don't want to get in the water because I don't know how to swim? Is it a different type of uneasiness?
It started out as that, but with that roll, you're kind of like brushing it off as that was all it was. There's just, it's just water. I don't really want to be near that. All right, so Rill, you were going to cast Identify as you walk up to it.
Yeah.
What does that do?
It tells me what it is. I can learn its properties, how to use it, if there's any magic in it, if there's any magic affected by it, affecting it, or if it was created by magic.
Okay. In that case, I think based on the description of the spell, the thing that I can give you is what Asher would have got if he passed. And that is, let me see.
It's wet.
I got 4.
Though nothing is visibly off about the water, it has a strange aura of transmutation magic coming from it.
I got 10.
So at that point, you can notify the rest of the party to perform any further checks about the water.
Transmutation, you say?
Yes. So if the checks I'll accept for this are investigation, nature, or arcana, if you guys want to make any of those 3 checks.
Can each person only do one check, or can 2 people do the same kind of check?
Well, choose one for your character. Everybody can roll if they want to.
Okay, because I was going to say Rill and I will probably Rill. Yeah, that's Falcon's character for this game.
I've
right?
got a +7 in investigation and arcana, so whichever one you guys choose, I will do the other.
I rolled a
My
17
Arcana
for
is
nature.
+8.
In which one? Real?
My Arcana is +8.
Oh damn. Okay. Then I will. I guess odd one out. I will do investigation. I think that's the one that's not done, right?
I rolled a 17 for nature.
For nature.
Okay.
I'll do
I'm not good at
investigation.
any of them.
God damn it! That's
I rolled a
another
24 for Arcana.
That's an 11 for investigation.
Okay. So I can give Rill and Bjorn the information that they're asking for. So Bjorn, you rolled 1 above what you needed. So
Hey.
you let's see. Upon further investigation, it appears that there's some kind of organism within the water. So Rill was able to kind of help deduce that something's going on with this, and using some of Asher's tools, you're able to determine that there's some kind of organism in the water it appears to be a modified form of a parasite called pseudo-water, which is common in the tropical regions of the world. Though they're non-magical creatures, these parasites can cause severe skin irritation, and if ingested, they'll lay eggs in the digestive tract that results in severe diarrhea and often death.
And death?
Death, yes. So if you were to touch the water, you would get like severe skin irritation. And if you were to drink the water, you would most likely die as they attack your organs.
All you got to do is just follow it up with some dragon essence and it'll kill it.
There you go. Rill. So because these things are normally non-magical creatures and you sense a magic coming from them, your roll was plenty to give you this. It's revealed that the parasites are modified in some way to where when they embed themselves within the tissue of any creature they come in contact with, they release the transmutation effect that they've been cursed with, turning the host and themselves into glass.
Oh, dang.
I'm going to hop on the broom with Asher.
The broom can't hold you.
Yeah, it can.
Shit.
Not both of you plus your equipment.
Okay,
I'm going to
don't
drop
drink
a
the
small
water.
piece of cheese into the water and see if that appeases them.
Yeah, so I guess cheese is organic matter. So as soon as you drop it in, you see it slowly starting to turn to glass as it lowers down. And you're able to see it down below, but it's kind of difficult as it is glass inside of water. But as you're looking at the glass, go ahead and give me a perception check based on sight, because you got those eyes of the eagle.
My best All right, first one roll was a 22, and we're going with 22.
All right. So you see the cheese. You kind of like figure out how to see the glass within the water, and as you start to look around, you realize that the water is filled with these glass structures and glass creatures, all in various poses. Some of them appear to be laying down as if they had fallen into the water, but some of them appear to be placed in very intricate positions.
I kind of hope Asher falls in so I can make a glass cannon joke.
Listen, I've got levitate prepared, so I don't have to ever touch that water.
Yeah, I'm just going to pour the water back out.
And then get rid of the glass vial.
Does anyone know prestidigitation?
Nope.
I don't think I do.
Oh, I know poison spray. Should I spray the vial?
I mean, it wouldn't do
It would be less dangerous than what's in it.
You're right.
Only if you have it as a cantrip. I don't want you to burn a spell.
It's a cantrip.
Okay.
And I'll follow it with Sacred Flame.
Okay,
I was
cool.
thinking you could keep the vial as an incredibly strong poison. One dose and you're dead.
It'll turn someone
All right,
into
I'll get
fucking
more.
glass.
Stop.
Yeah, I mean that's strong.
Okay, yeah, I will get that, and I'll actually get 2 vials.
Make sure you mark them very plainly.
Yep.
Not water.
And this shit like this is why I'm glad I keep all the empty vials from any health potions or stuff we use.
There you go. Yeah, so to give you guys some insight.
5 last time.
Right. So to give you some insight on how mechanically these guys will work is there is a petrified or stone to or flesh to stone spell, basically petrification, mechanic within 5th edition. And whenever you come into contact with the water, you will immediately be affected by that. Basically that spell is cast on you. And depending on how you come into contact with these creatures will affect how severe the DC is. So like touching the water won't be as bad as if you drink the water.
So the floor is lava.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whew.
Good to know.
And so as you guys are actually with that 22 that you rolled, you realize that it's not necessarily that there's no vegetation or anything under the water. It's that everything that was under the
It's all
water
glass.
was turned to glass. So that's why it looks
if I could
unnatural.
get some of them flowers out without turning the glass myself, that'd be pretty. But
Yeah.
you know, I'm good. I'm good, fam.
All right.
I have an idea. I'm not gonna do it now. Don't worry about it.
So down at this lower level, I did write something. I think I already covered all of it, but let me just read this out loud so that way I don't accidentally miss something. All right. So unlike the figures seen standing stately along the edges of the towers above, the hundreds of glass statues that fill Dongloin have been arranged on the streets and in open courtyards as if staging scenes of city life. A market square, a royal personage holding a court, and so forth. In addition to the statues, huge numbers of glassy baubles are spread throughout these scenes, serving as stand-ins for fruit in the market, as huge jewels worn at a ball, a scepter and an orb held by a statue noble, and so forth. Looking around the legends, this is something different. Okay.
There's a legend.
Somebody lives here.
Okay, yeah, that's all I can tell you right now. Cool.
Mr. Glass.
So, yeah. That's what I give you here. So you guys are going to head back up to the tower and try walking across that way?
Well,
Yeah.
with that information, it might be better to avoid the water as much as possible.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to preemptively cast Levitate. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can just hold concentration on that?
Let me just check out the spell real quick.
While you're doing that, I got to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
It is a 2nd level spell. I raise up to 20 feet and I remain suspended there for the duration. The duration is up to 10 minutes. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not going to preemptively do it. I will wait. It is an action, not a reaction, but I will wait on it. Let's see. I can also cast Levitate on another creature. I can make another person or thing levitate up to 20 feet in the air, so that might be something useful. Robbie, I changed my mind. I'm not doing it because it only lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to
That
save
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Actually, I can swim.
Bjorn can swim?
Perfect.
No, that was you. Actually, I can swim.
Oh, okay. Is that what I said? Fuck, I'm forgetting.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay, I'm forgetting some shit, man. Okay.
So I think the way that I'll do this, you guys have both the broom and the dwarven grapple cannon. So you have multiple methods of getting across these things. And it's not necessarily interesting to have you guys roll every time you try to use the grapple cannon. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just assume you guys succeed on those, and I may roll periodically to see if I throw some monkey wrenches in the works. But other than that, just kind of tell me where you guys want to go. If there's any particular areas that, catch your fancy and you want to go check out.
I like this.
I kind of want to check out that observatory.
Let's do that.
Can we
Heading over here.
Can we name some places of interest? The observatory definitely looks interesting. This Coliseum.
Yeah, observatory will be named Oscar.
This Coliseum.
The Coliseum. This looks like a.
We'll call the Coliseum Carlo.
That looks like a records building, possibly a library.
Archive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
An archive. Yeah.
This is probably a temple of sorts,
We'll call the Archive Antonio.
and
Is there a-
that's probably the palace.
Is there a
Palace
building?
Portia.
Is there a building that's right on the main path as soon as you get there, like the first building, like sort of a, I don't know if check-in is the right word, but like the first place that new arrivals would come to, because they might be able to give
A
us
visitor center.
Basically.
Do they have a visitor center?
Basically, they might be able to get some information there.
Like that Myrtle Beach visitor center that's like in Aner. Like you're not in Myrtle
Well,
Beach.
there's
yet,
two.
bro.
There's the
Right?
unofficial one
Yeah,
in
but,
Aiden,
like-
and then there's the
Yeah,
official
but you
one.
know,
But the
at
unofficial
that
one
point, you normally
is a
got
giant alligator.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, if they didn't have that there, no one would ever stop at Aner.
that's not true. For 3 hours a day, 4 days a week, you can get some awesome fried chicken from a weird shack.
I actually just go to the Bojangles in Ainer or Popeyes.
Well, yeah, there's a Popeyes in Aner.
There is.
When did they
It's
get a
right next to the boat. You know the Central Park.
No, I don't.
Yeah, Central Park in
Central Park's in Conway.
yeah.
in Conway. Yeah.
It's right next to that. They just built it like 2 years ago.
Wait, Curtis.
Oh, well, that's in Conway.
That's at Conway.
Yeah, Curtis.
Oh, is it?
Do you remember Miss Ward from high school?
Vaguely.
Her husband owns that
Patty head.
What, Popeyes or Central Park?
Central Park.
Gotcha. Nice.
Yeah, she was a cool lady.
It's like 5 minutes away from the Ainer sign, so I figure it's Ainer, but
Well, you know,
No, that's just the sign of the edge of Conway that says you're going to Aner.
the McDonald's in Conway. Yeah, I'm sorry, the McDonald's in Aner is when Aner got their like second stoplight.
It's the biggest
That's true. I remember that.
one there.
Way long
So-
ago, man.
Looking through some of these notes, there's a few
Back to
places you
the-
guys can check out. Yeah. Getting us back on track. There's mostly like what appears to be most of the stuff that I can see here is submerged. So you've got like this it kind of looks like a one of those monuments or something that they put up in this area that has like an eagle resting in the center in that area. This one here. This appears to just be a fountain that is submerged. Over here is a market square that you guys can see submerged. And then most of the other stuff is like, we've got this big old Coliseum. We've got this building here. Got this building here. Got this big old boy right here.
The observatory.
This big daddy here. This daddy here. Got some cool stuff here. So plenty of
Yeah,
stuff.
that
to
looks
check
like
out.
a theater.
How about we
I want to go to the
go?
building that looks surprised.
How about we go counterclockwise? Starting with, I think Robbie said there was something like here around this area. He said there was an eagle, right? An eagle right here.
Like that?
So over in this area, when you guys, you can actually come down to the edge of the water and kind of see this area here is completely submerged. But when you approach this particular area, let's see. As you take a look, go ahead and give me another perception check, Echo Boy.
What the fuck?
But yeah, as you come down, you'll see that there's just a. It kind of looks like a monument with these statues built around in a circle in the center. There appears to be some kind of statue of an eagle.
Robbie, you said I give you the perception check?
No,
Echo
Ego Boy.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, me. I
How's
got 18.
All right,
Play me a hot man.
that should be good.
No, I
An 18, that's terrible.
Yeah, I rolled a 10 and a 5.
So when you take a look, you see you're just able to kind of barely make out what appears to be a glass bauble in the shape of an egg that is being held within the talon of that stone eagle. It looks as though it was purposefully placed there, and then let me see.
Is
Yeah,
that
that's,
submerged? Is it something we can reach?
Yeah, it's submerged, so you can kind of see that in this area here.
That's cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Wait, right
So
here?
something is moving stuff around down here. There's something in here that is immune to it.
as Rill, I say we stay away from the temple. Like, we go there last because whatever's here is either there or in the Colosseum. I'm thinking it's the temple because that looks like a Gorgon's head at the front of it.
Yeah.
So if there's like an aquatic glass Medusa, let's not approach it right away.
Asher gets yeah, I'm not gonna
A little horny.
You know what I was feeling, you know it.
All right.
You say a glass Medusa, and Asher just
Jerry contemplates pouring some of that water on Asher's erection to turn that shit to glass forever.
no, keep.
And it's a good thing. It's a good thing he doesn't do it because I rolled a 20.
Yes, keep that away from me. No water for me.
We don't see any
have a
kinds
glass
of
dick.
life, by the way, right?
I will cool down on my own. What'd you say, Curtis?
We don't see any signs of life or anything, do we? Like, there's not people on these rooftops, like, getting around, right?
No, as far as you can tell, like, all you see are, you see glass statues all over the place, even up on the towers and stuff like that, but you don't see any living creatures from what you can tell.
We see what looks like people that fell in. So we can tell other people have been here.
Yeah.
And he said some things look placed like it's a presentation. So
that's why I was asking about
turning everything, all living tissue, into glass, and that means something is putting them there.
Right. Something's probably killing people and then turning to glass.
Yeah, I was asking about like a visitor center thing because I thought there were people here that we could ask some information. But never mind.
I would have hoped to just see like a pamphlet.
Welcome to pre-Atlantis.
You see
Dongloin.
you find a pamphlet that has a guide to Ripley's Aquarium and the pavilion and all this other stuff. And then you quickly realize this is actually for Mystic Beach. It's not for...
Confirmed. Same
There
universe.
has to be an aquarium there. Because I'm going to go pet that eagle ray. I love that sucker.
So you guys wanted to check out the observatory?
Yeah.
All right.
We want to not go to the temple until we have to.
Yeah, so this is another thing that I feel like you guys could walk along the edge of the valley and then use like the flying broom or something to make your way into the observatory without having to touch the water at all. So you guys make it safely into the observatory. Once you enter, go ahead and give me investigation checks.
Hell yeah, I'm good at that. Oh, that's
17.
a 19. 26.
17.
Okay. I'll start at the bottom. Now we're here with Bjorn.
Now we're here.
Yep. So with an 11, you get into this observatory and you see a lot of like ancient papers that as you pick them up, they just crumble to dust. And there isn't really anything that stands out to you as really meaningful or interesting at all.
He will continue to turn papers to dust.
Yeah, you're actually having a lot of fun with it.
Just keep doing it.
Asher's like, no, those are valuable texts. And then they all turn.
Achoo!
All right. And then with the 17s, you guys find some, like, what's that thing called? Is it called an abacus? I feel like that's a word.
It is.
Yeah.
Is that the like
it's a word.
Starfinder thing where you can like tell where you are in the world?
Yeah.
That's a sextant. Isn't it an abacus, like the thing they use to count?
Yeah,
people?
That might be what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Okay, yeah,
Like
I had
the
those.
thing Monty can't use.
Right.
No, he knows how to use that. He's a good sailor, man.
Does Monty even live?
No, an abacus, not a sextant.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely correct there. Yes.
So you guys find some a few broken sextants, and you actually find one that's fully intact. Looking at the parts, though, you figure that if you were to take these and try and sell them back at the Seeker camp, you could probably get about 50 gold for the ones that are broken. You find 3 of those, and you can probably get about 350 for the one that's fully intact.
That's 5.
Yeah.
So some good stuff there. But when you guys get down to the lower layer of the observatory, down at the ground level, you guys find the bottom 3 floors just have balconies with the center being open. And down at the bottom, you can see the water flooding the first level. And as you take a look down, you see there is another bauble in this area, similar to the egg that you saw over with the eagle. You see what appears to be an astronomer looking through a telescope, completely made of glass. The telescope, the astronomer, and even kind of like the setting that this is on. So this doesn't look like it was, it looks like it was crafted by hand by somebody. But very intricately so. So whoever made it was a master craftsman. And then with what was it, a 24?
I got a 19 plus 7, so 26.
26. So with the 26, you find a lot of the other stuff. The super cool thing that you find outside of that is a spyglass. So you can find that on D&D Beyond, but objects viewed through the spyglass are magnified to twice their size. I don't know why these things are so expensive, so that's why I've never really made them a big deal, but you guys can incorporate it however you want. But they cost 1,000 gold, so I figured that was kind of cool. And it makes sense to be in this area, so I figured that would be a good...
Because everything's made of glass?
Yeah, buddy. Well, in the observatory, that was the reason I put it there.
I know.
It's so weird. It's not.
I watch as Asher immediately points at his penis.
I was thinking that too.
And then I told him that's not how it works.
It's weird. It's not
That
for me.
bauble, that was the...
Here, I'll drop it
That
in
bauble, that was
Discord.
the astronomer and the telescope. Was that submerged?
Yes, it is submerged, so it's underwater.
Okay, so I want to actually check out the telescope itself.
Pretty sure that's submerged too.
The
The
is
telescope on the
very-
top floor.
Oh.
So that
okay,
is
fine.
accessible. As you take a look through it, you see you can still kind of make out everything pretty good, but the final lens at the end of the telescope does have a crack going down the center of it. So it's not a perfect view. Everything kind of seems a little hazy towards the center, but you are able to kind of look through, and you're actually surprised at how well this telescope can look straight through the water and into the sky. Even though it's daytime, you can see stars. It seems as though it's somehow magically imbued to ignore the water as well as the light from the sun to allow you to see past all of that.
Wow.
I think I know why it's cracked. Do not look at the temple.
Yeah. I want to do an arcana check on the telescope.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell that it's been magically imbued to, or actually, go ahead and give me that roll.
27.
Ooh, yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you. But first, I need to find a charger.
It's like, yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it's been magically imbued.
Yeah, it's been magically imbued. It does magic stuff, and it charges my computer.
Wait, Robbie, where did you
I guess
post
golf, I
the thing at? Because it's not popping
Oh,
up for me.
I put it. Don't. I put it in the server rather than
Oh, okay.
as a whole, boys. Here we go. There it is.
Okay, spyglass. I got you. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't find it. Cool, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so the telescope itself, I'm trying to think of what the magic type would be for this. But basically, kind of like what I was saying, the same information that you deduced, it allows you to ignore any obstacles between you and the sky that are transparent. So you can see through the glass dome, you can see through the water. But like when you go to turn it down to look at the earth, to see if you could see through the ground, you can't see through that. It blocks that. But anything that's transparent, you can see through, and then it ignores the light. It's been configured specifically to ignore the light from the sun that this planet orbits around. So that way, you can see things
Does the
behind
telescope
sun.
see the glass statues?
Yeah, so if you go ahead and spend the time to reposition it, and I think you could probably deduce this just based off of that. You can see the glass statues through this, though they're super zoomed in, so you're just like looking at, the insides of what appears to be some kind of glass body, because this is an ultra powerful telescope.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, what kind of magic do you guys
glass
think that
nose
would
hairs.
be?
Gross.
Yeah, you see glass nose hairs on one of the ones from all the way across the thing. Types of magic.
It could be similar to like a scrying magic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that sounds similar to. It would divination or illusion.
Evocation. I don't know what
On the
evocation
telescope?
is, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
divination makes
Got, like,
sense.
True sight, it'd be like that. Divination sounds good though.
Yeah.
What is true sight? What kind of magic is that?
True sight like gives you like advantage on your next strike or something like that. Well, I'm sorry. We're talking about true sight, the ability, not true sight, the spell.
Right.
Well, I'm just curious what type of magic it is. What school of magic specifically?
I'd go with divination because
Yeah.
divination is see invisibility, scrying, and stuff like that.
I'm splitting hairs trying to figure out what the type of magic is, but yeah, it's divination magic. Though specifically looking at like celestial bodies and stuff like that. And kind of looking around, I think with your 17, along with Asher kind of pulling things out of his ass with his 27, you guys find a lot of like star charts and different mappings of the galaxies out beyond this one and stuff like that. So you find a lot of valuable astronomical information.
Dude, anything we
that
can
you could
preserve,
probably
save
sell.
it.
Yeah. Anything that we can't take because it'll fall apart or we can't salvage well enough, I want to start copying.
Okay.
Because Rill is a researcher. He's all over that.
He now has the biggest direction.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, while he's doing that, I want to take one of these broken sextants and dip it in the water and see if that turns to glass. Because I know that the buildings aren't glass.
Yeah, organic turns to glass, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if that's safe, then I want Bjorn to try something with the grappling hand.
I think
The egg?
I think
Yeah.
these
I wanna see if
these
you can
wouldn't
get
turn
the
to
egg.
glass. So when you drop the
Okay.
baubles or the thing in there, the sextant, it doesn't turn to glass. It is unaffected.
Yeah, I just dip it in and see nothing happen.
As far
Right on.
as
Sacred flame.
you doing the transcribing, go ahead and let me take a look and see what skills make sense for this. And if you think of one, let me know. But I'm going to just look through your skill list and see what makes sense.
History, maybe?
Yeah, I think because that's intelligence based.
Yeah.
So I think that makes sense.
Like, my background thing is researcher. Like, I'm a sage, and like having knowledge, knowing stuff is what he's all about.
Cool. Yeah.
While everyone's doing this, could I look for some information on religion, specifically about Equus and Stasis? I'm proficient in it.
Yeah, I will resolve that in a second.
Okay.
Back to this. Go ahead and give me that history check. And I think if I think of something to actually incorporate this into in the future, I might. But otherwise, this will just be like a money grab kind of deal.
23.
23.
That'll
Okay.
probably work.
Yeah. Let me roll to see.
It's a +8.
Okay, so that is 3. I just rolled a d10 and I was like, whatever that is, times 100. So the documents that you're able to transcribe, you'd say are worth about 300 gold if you were to sell them. Or you could keep them as a copy for yourself. And yeah, so 300 gold or keep them, whatever you feel like doing. And then let's see, the religion check. Go ahead and give me a religion check.
All of us, or
Just Bjorn, because he's proficient in it.
All right, that's 19.
19. All right, so with a 19.
I got an 18, and I'm proficient in religion as well.
Okay, cool. I think you'd probably get the same information in that case, but you guys kind of get this odd feeling as you're moving throughout the city, and especially when you enter this building. A lot of the symbols and stuff seem slightly familiar to you, and the more time you spend, the more it starts to impress on you that the people that inhabited this city were Sasis worshippers.
I want to take a look at my orb and see if I'm getting like a stronger feeling from it right now.
No, it doesn't seem to really be reacting in any way.
Okay.
Also, Asher, kind of side note real quick is... What's that? Sorry, I missed that.
You do your thing.
I was going to
Mine's
just...
not going to go anywhere. I'm just curious.
Okay. This is totally like unrelated, but Vinny, I sent you that photo of what I imagined Asher looking like.
yeah,
And so he was holding like this baton kind of thing or whatever, that when I saw that, I was like, I could totally see like what Sindri ended up doing was embedding the core of your orb into the end of this like rock. And so it looks just like a regular stick normally, but when you hold it out and imbue it with your power, it like the head of it turns into a warhammer or something like what you normally do.
Oh, dude, that's so cool. Yeah, so
That would be pretty cool.
I have like a stick that looks like a magic wand, but whenever I'm ready for it, it becomes like a hammer. That's
Right.
cool. I like that.
Plus, that makes it way lighter, and because you're a weak boy, that's perfect.
No, dude, you're right. That's
He is
perfect.
becoming more and more a glass cannon.
Here, I'll put the picture in there that Robbie sent me, and it's like it really is like a really good approximation of like how in my head I imagine Asher to look like. Like it is like it's like 90% there.
Right. Yeah, so I was like, man, that like it wasn't perfect, but I was like, this really feels like Asher, at least what I had in my head. So
No, yeah, he's got like his hair's gotten a little longer. He does have that like dark colored skin. He is a wizard, but he doesn't have like a robe. He looks very like, I don't know, if I had to describe it, like kind of like adventure professional kind of look. You know, like
Okay.
Scholarly.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it. Yes. That is how I like it.
Are you wearing a blazer with like elbow pads?
Oh, dude, most likely. Absolutely. You know, like he's definitely got a vest on.
It's
like,
tweed.
For sure. Like a tweed little vest over like a long sleeve white shirt. Like that is perfect. You know, the sleeves are definitely rolled up. He's got a little slender in the past, or in the past few days, yeah. This is perfect. Yes, Robbie, that is like a perfect image.
Okay, cool. Anyway, back to the actual campaign.
Yes.
So yeah, we checking out this place, cool stuff. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do while you were here?
Yeah, I wanted to
Yeah,
see
I'd share
if
that
we could
information that
snag
Rill and I
one of
found.
those bobble eggs.
Come again?
The bobble eggs.
Curtis, you were saying something?
I was just saying that I would share the information Rill and I got with everyone else.
Okay. And then
Okay,
what were you
yeah, I
saying?
wanted to see if you could use the grapple cannon to like snag one of them bobble eggs out of the water. Because
I
it's
could
not
try.
organic, so it could go in.
I could try. Is there one
I mean,
near
it
us?
might
Or is
just
it
shatter everything, but it's worth a shot.
There's a little astronomer with a telescope down on the first floor.
And there's a bobble egg down there.
I pew pew at it.
So I think, Jerry, you'd probably be able to see that these things are firmly fastened, especially the egg is like held within the talon of this thing. So you would have to break the stone statue that's holding the egg.
Let's do it.
To get
Nah,
it.
screw it.
Let me do a strength check, bro. I'll do it.
Curious.
Let me. Let me.
Let him, yeah,
But
man.
are you going to jump in the water and break it?
No, but if I have a giant metal grapple grab onto this diamond thing and I pull hard enough, wouldn't it break the stone?
Is it?
I mean, that's how I'm imagining it. Obviously, I'm probably not seeing the same image as you, but
Well, I think one thing to think about is that this may not be diamond, it may be glass, and if you break the stone, you might break the glass.
all right. How about
That's something that you're perfectly fine with, and yeah, let's go for it. But
I try to grapple the talon itself? I know it'll be difficult, but I try to grapple that, like one of the talons, and try to just rip it off.
okay,
Just
if
because
you
I
want
really
to
want to
do
break something
that,
up.
I'd say what's the range on the grapple cannon? I can't remember what.
It's 40 feet, so it might not even
40
be long enough.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, that's not long enough.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, it's like okay, I've got a number in my head, but let's see how far this thing can go. And then I was like, oh yeah, no.
It's fun while it lasted, boys.
Um,
If it don't work, it don't work.
Don't worry, we'll get back to these. These are important. So we'll
I
get
thought
back
so.
to it.
I heard
Pretty
you
sure
like
they're gonna hatch.
Eggles. I heard you like Eggles, so I got you
Well,
some Eggles.
there was only a single egg, and it definitely looked like it was molded. And then the second thing that you found, it wasn't an egg; it was like this sculpture of a dude, an astronomer, looking through a telescope. So those are the two things that you found so far. But yeah, so you guys have managed to find all this stuff without actually crossing the water at all, other than just jumping into this one observatory. So is there anywhere else you guys want to check out?
Yeah, we're going clockwise or counterclockwise.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so what's
Yeah, I
next?
think we're gonna skip the temple and hit the archive. If we're
Yeah, let
going
me,
counterclockwise.
I gotta pull up my notes again. So
Oh, sorry, you're gonna skip the temple and hit the palace. So, will we do the Colosseum next? Because it's right here by the observatory.
Yeah. Like, whatever it
Yeah.
is, it's either in the Colosseum or it's in the temple. Like, I'm feeling the temple, though.
so when you guys,
Yeah, right.
I'm assuming you guys are probably gonna like use some of these buildings or something like that to get over towards the Colosseum.
Correct. Yes.
When you get in that area, down here you see this square, and down in the square there you see a statue of a devil. Give me another perception check. Advantage, Echo Boy.
All right.
Just
One roll was a 1, and the and the other roll was a 17, so 25.
Okay, perfect.
Advantage.
So you notice that one of the eyes of the demon is actually it looks like it's made of glass or something like that, see through, which kind of jumps out to you. So something there. Let's see. So you guys get over to this Colosseum here, and go ahead and give me some investigation checks.
18.
18.
23.
23.
Nice.
So as you guys kind of take a look around, you see that this was most definitely a fighting coliseum where there were gladiators that were fighting at some point. Plenty of ancient rusted weapons that don't really seem to provide much value, though some of them are in relatively decent shape that you can probably salvage 4 that are worth 50 gold apiece.
What are you doing in there?
And then with the 23, you see down in the center of the Colosseum, there is a statue of a gladiator that's holding up a mace. and the head of the mace appears to be made out of, or the head of the mace appears to be made out of glass. It's some kind of bauble that's been formed specifically and placed onto the edge of this mace.
Okay. It's the figure itself is like a stone statue, though, right?
Yes.
How close could Bjorn get without getting in the water?
You guys can probably only, the closest you can get is up on these ledges, and this is deeper than 40 feet, I'd say.
All right, Asher, I'm gonna need my broom of flying.
It's all you, man. You control your thing. You do what you got to do.
All right, Bjorn just gonna kind of put one out there.
Bjorn, before you go, what if you're trying to get the head of that thing? The range of my levitate spell is 60 feet. I don't know how deep that water is, but perhaps I can get within 60 feet of it, depending on how close it is.
I got a broom.
Or are you going to dive into the water to get it? Because I can always...
Well, it's not in the water, right? I thought it was sticking out of the water.
It is in the water. It's
I thought it
submerged.
was sticking out.
Yeah, so far, all of them that you've seen have been underwater. You haven't seen one that's been above water yet.
Can I gauge to see how deep underwater it is? How many feet?
I'd say it's probably about 60 feet.
So I can cast levitate on this thing to have it rise above the water.
You would have to get as close as humanly possible to the water.
He has a broom.
I will require a check because you're probably going to have to hang upside down from the broom.
Bjorn, how badly do you want this thing?
Or
I'm sure we'll find another.
Or Jerry can go on the broom with him and just hold him up.
Jerry, would you like to... I can get right at the surface of the water and cast levitate on it. I imagine that would be the closest distance I can, just hovering right above the water. You'll hold my hand and I will just touch the surface of the water. Does that sound okay to you, Jerry?
I feel like these baubles are everywhere,
I would say don't
and we'll
touch
find
it, just
another
keep
one.
here. You know what? I like Bjorn's idea. We'll probably find one that's easier to get.
I'm feeling rather challenged by this, and I would like to get it.
Are you trying to go for it, or
I just don't want you to mess up your hand for no reason.
Let's not
I
attract
have
unnecessary
another hand.
attention
It's
in a
fine.
city
It's
of
fine.
Zaithus worshippers.
Yeah, but remember that time your hand got turned to stone?
Don't make that happen again.
Wait, you're right.
You can cast through nurse, right?
I can cast touch spells through nurse, and levitate is let me check. The range of it is 60 feet, so it is not a touch spell. No, it wouldn't work through nurse.
What is grow?
Grow? You mean
Is that touch?
You mean
like
enlarge?
Enlarge and shrink? That one?
I didn't prepare this one for
bigger.
this day. Yeah, I got rid of this to prepare other spells.
Alright, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if you guys want, I mean, I can get right into the service. I can do it.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay,
Don't
on to
risk
the
it.
next one.
What if there's
All
a
right.
glass octopus down there? We don't want to mess with that.
So next one's this one here.
Wait, was there something we could do with that green pair of boobies?
If you guys want to go over there.
I mean, it's right there, and I feel like the Coliseum's the closest we're going to get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hop, skip, and jump right over to that.
Where are we going?
To the boobies.
This one.
Oh, there. Okay.
The boobs.
There.
Let's see. So when you guys get over to this area, you're able to make your way through an opening within the roof that's caving in a little bit. As you climb in, you see this used to be a aquarium. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. But yes, this used to be an aquarium, and as you look around, you can see that there are various tanks that seem to hold wildlife at some point in the past.
Oh.
And
okay.
so go ahead and give me a perception check. Anybody, I think Eggle Boy's going to get the best out of all of you, so that's why I've been asking for him.
I rolled another 19. That's a 22.
He actually got me beat. The best I
Nice.
got was a 21.
Oh, well, then I'll try it. Maybe I can. No, I can't. I have a +0.
So, yeah, the thing that stands out here, out of all of the glass statues that are within here, one that really draws your eye is one that's in the center, down towards the bottom. There's a stone statue of a squid, and inset in one of its eyes is a large glass bauble.
Creepy.
An eye again. Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on with the eyes here.
How many feet
Well,
in
you know,
water is
This
it?
aquarium just became a bigger aquarium.
I'd say it's probably like 40 feet, but this is set in, so you would probably have to deal with some resistance from the thing being set in within this.
I want to see.
Statue.
I want to roll. I don't know if this would be investigation or perception to see if, like, this eye, if it's different from all the other random glass things. Like, I'm getting a feeling there's a significance here. And I'm trying to pick up if we're being watched. Would that be like
I
perception
agree.
or investigation to determine if it's different?
Like, is it similar to the eye of the devil we saw?
You can
Because that was the
do
other eye we saw.
Right, but I'm trying to determine if it's just different.
right. You can do either perception or investigation. Perception is going to be a higher DC than investigation, but either or.
All right.
I can do investigation as well. I have a higher.
It doesn't matter. I had a 3 and a 5, so it doesn't even matter for the modifiers.
Okay, and then what's your investigation, not Monty?
Mine's
Asher.
mine's a +7.
Go ahead and roll.
I rolled a 23 on investigation.
Okay.
That's an 11.
All right. With the 23, these things were standing out to you guys initially just because they, were intricately formed or, placed within statues or anything like that. But as you kind of look at it even closer, you notice that all of the things that I've pointed out to you so far that you guys have noticed, these, the eyes, the egg, the astronomer, they all are a little bit different from the statues that you've seen before for a couple of reasons. One, they look like they were made. They weren't, they don't look like they were someone that was turned into this or anything like that. These were handcrafted. And the other thing that stands out to you is the way that light refracts through them. They appear to be made of crystal rather than glass.
Okay.
Hey, Rill, you want to see if you can sense some magic off of it?
Yeah.
Mr. Arcana boy?
Burn my inspiration. All right. 24 for an Arcana check.
Okay. Let's see. I gotta look this up again.
So it is magical.
I mean, one I didn't really think anything of, but we're on the second one now, and are we being watched?
And if it's crystal in this transmutating water, there's magic.
Let's see. What is that one?
We're being watched. I'm going to wait.
Hey, Asher, why aren't you slapping anyone's ass?
Yeah, you need to be slapping asses,
I can
baby.
only slap one ass at a time, I believe. Whose ass do I need to slap?
Just wait till someone's about to do a roll and then slap their ass.
Yeah, but you haven't said you're slapping a single ass, and we've done so many checks.
I could have used some slap ass.
I've been slapping my own ass for fun in the meantime. Wait.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's wait.
Hold on, ass.
Holy shit, it's a
Is it a
first level
cantrip?
spell.
Oh, it's not
Wait.
a cantrip?
Holy shit,
Guidance?
dude. No way. Okay, guidance. Okay, not bless. Okay, guidance. I was looking at bless. You're right. I touch a willing creature. They roll a d4 to one ability check of their choice. Okay.
So
There's a limit, though.
when you investigate or check out this thing and try to sense the magic from it, you feel a very strong concentration of conjuration magic.
Okay. So, I can't. What just happened?
What?
Oh, I thought I lost audio for a moment.
You did.
Okay.
So I need more evidence, but I have the feeling that all of these glass baubles that we're seeing are what's causing the water to have this transmutative property.
Possibly.
Like, whatever these are, I think it's bringing it.
Possibly.
All right.
But there might be something bigger.
Yeah,
There might be like a central focus.
yeah, there's probably something more. It's probably this, it's probably something else, but whatever these things are, they have a purpose.
But if we can find wherever the spell is being, or wherever the spell originates, and disrupt it, this might just turn back into regular water.
I need to have one. I need to hold one of these things.
You'll turn into glass. Don't do that.
Yeah, whatever we grab, we need to thoroughly clean it before we touch it.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
All right. So, are you guys going to move on to this one here next?
Yeah. Check
All
the
right.
archives. As I guess what they are.
It's super evil.
It looks like it would be an archive or a library or something.
So, as you guys head over towards this tower, it's a little bit more difficult to approach than most of the others. You end up having to kind of go the long way around this way to get to it. So I'll go ahead and read off the description. A large squat tower dominates the surrounding buildings. Heaped around its base is a jumbled tangle of old machinery, clockwork parts, piles of broken glass shards, and numerous oddly shaped glass statues. Some of these statues appear stretched as if still viscous when fashioned, and almost as though they elongated themselves trying to escape their fate.
Whoa, dude, that's brutal.
So
Disgusting.
yeah, as you guys, that's what you see kind of surrounding it up on the rooftops and stuff. Like you climb down into it, probably from this balcony here, and once you enter, you see the space within the tower is likewise cluttered with broken relics and various clockwork parts and apparatuses. Let's see, the remains of numerous alchemical furnaces can be seen lining each of the walls. Let's see, you can deduce that these appear to be used for shaping glass of some sort. And you see ancient notes and diagrams scattered about. Let's see. So
I think
I
it all
need to-
started here.
I need to look up something real quick before we go any further. So I can't talk amongst ourselves anymore.
All of this water came from here.
Well, we know where the water's coming from. It's the stuff that's in the water.
Well,
That's the
yeah,
problem.
what was it, like little organisms, right? What were they called again?
Parasites.
Pseudo water.
Well, I think
Pseudo water. I was thinking
statues
nano
that-
water, but I was like, no, we're not kind of
Mitochondrians?
saying right.
I think this is where they made them statues that look like they've been posed and whatnot, like that astronomer. Why do I have an accent right now? That was my token from a past life. Off a long rest, I got a southern accent.
Like you channeled the Jerry that met Robert of Frosthold.
Oh, wait, that was
So
me.
I need Rill
Jerry that did-
and Jerry to make perception checks. This isn't necessarily based on sight, so this won't be an advantage.
All right, well, I got a 24 on that first roll, so we're good.
Nice.
Thank you, +8.
Got a 20 dirty for perception.
All right. So both of you guys notice this. As you guys are kind of, investigating and looking around, you notice that some of the parts that are lining the sides of this place, there's some of them that are moving a little bit, very slowly, as you have enough time to react to warn everybody as what appears to be these metallic tentacles come shooting out from the heaps of garbage towards you guys. You avoid a surprise round. Roll initiative.
Oh, what?
Bjorn sees those and goes like, "Hey, fuck off."
And Asher says, "No, fuck on."
Yeah, you see these like metallic tentacles that are coming out of the trash, and as you guys jump back to avoid them, you see more of them kind of thrashing around as the clockwork parts and the different apparatuses just go flying all over the place. And you see them all coming from a single source that was buried beneath the trash that appears to be a clockwork kraken.
What?
Shut up!
That's so terrifying.
Listen,
this is cool.
A regular kraken is terrifying. A clockwork kraken? Holy shit, guys! I'm terrified.
I think we should get out because if that grabs us, it can just put us in the water.
I'm mad.
Yeah.
Listen, Robbie, I rolled a 20 on my initiative, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to defer my round. I'm going to drop down in initiative order.
Okay.
Hey, you want to swap with me?
I think the way it works is like, if you drop down, you're permanently there in the initiative order.
Yeah, so basically, well, and would it make more sense for you to prepare an action, or do you just want to, like,
okay,
wait?
You're right. I will prepare an action. I don't even know if I'm going first or not. I got I rolled an 18 plus 2, so I'm 20. I will prepare Scorching Ray. That is my.
I got a 19.
So Jerry got a 19.
Yep.
What Rill get? 2. Perfect.
What?
What'd you get, Bjorn?
17.
17. All right.
I'm going to tell you guys now, Bjorn is going to use his action to grab Rill and get the fuck out because I don't think this is a smart fight at all. Not with ground that will kill you.
All right.
I think we should regroup and maybe come back to it later with a plan.
Just shoot at it from a distance.
So first person is Asher. You are preparing an action?
Okay, so if I attack its tentacles, do I feel as though like it would still do damage unto the whole being, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
And this will kind of work how we've done in previous fights where you can choose to not deal damage and try to sever the like the tentacle or something like that. So the main body won't take damage. You're just reducing the number of arms that it has.
Okay.
Because
Really wish
basically
we had that reduce and large prepared.
Before I prepare an action or like do anything, I say, guys, are we fighting this thing or are we getting out of here?
My vote's no.
Run.
Honestly, I feel like we can take it.
We're level
It's in
5.
water, right?
There's 4 of us. Yeah, but if we attack its tentacles, it's still going to take damage, you know?
And we're
My
inside a
concern
building.
is- But it's a flooded building, and my concern is being grabbed by the tentacles and brought down into the water that will kill me.
Well, it wasn't in the flooded part. It was just inside this trash heap, right?
Yeah, so there's no water around you guys right now.
Well, I asked a couple of times, I didn't get an answer, so I assumed
Oh,
it was in
sorry.
water.
I must have been distracted.
No, that's all right. There were a lot of people talking. In that case, let's fuck this fucker up.
So that's 2 for fuck it up. Okay. Asher is
It's fucking right up his fuck hole.
Asher's not even going to prepare an action then. He's going to just straight up you know what? Let's fucking go to level 3. That's going to or Scorching Ray. That's going to be 4. It's a level 1 spell. This is a level. Wait, hold on. I just want to double check. Scorching Ray is a 2nd level spell, so if I do it at a 4th level, that is going to be 4 rays that I have to roll a d20 for. Yeah, Asher's all up for fucking this thing up. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna roll it in roll 20.
I'm going to retcon what Bjorn said. He instead said, let's get cracking.
Ah. Okay, that's going to be 4d20, and I get a plus Let's see. On Scorching Ray, it's a +7 to all of them. So what did I get? I got a 12, a 4, a 4, and a 6. God damn it. So, Robbie, does the 19 hit?
Yes.
Does
And since you hit, I'll go ahead and tell you the armor class of it. It's a 17 to hit.
Wow. So I fucking upcasted for no freaking reason. Only one of those hit. It's going to take, I want to say only 2d6 fire damage, right? Yeah. Wow. That is pathetic. That is so fucking sad on my end. I'm like, yeah, guys, let's fucking get this cracking. And I do a Scorching Ray, and only one of them hit. Only one of them hits for 10 fire damage.
10? Okay, cool.
Wow, I'm so sad. I am so sad.
Asher, you're always cracking me up.
I don't know what my distance away from it is, but I'm going to use my full movement, which is 30 feet, to, like, get away from this thing. I don't want to go down again.
If you want to, I'll go ahead and like throw something together real quick. It shouldn't take long at all. Let's just do it on the fucking loading screen, because why not?
No, dude, that's totally cool. You know what, Robbie?
Okay,
I'm going to use one of my inspiration point. I have inspiration to re-roll a d20. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now to see if one of them hits.
Go for it. Let me turn on the grid.
Oh, god damn it, it doesn't hit. This is so pathetic.
And then your dice do not. You'll just stop rolling in roll 20.
Yeah, I want to be honest, you know? Oh, thank you.
I hope I have AI. Okay, so this kind of works. I think it's a huge creature, so I'm gonna just do that.
If there's like a young Kraken and then there's Kraken.
This dude is crack-a-lackin', so
Okay.
God.
I'm gonna move away.
I'm gonna put
I
him.
figure it's at least large.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him like
properly.
right here. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, so that's about where I'm gonna put him.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm over here. I am staying the F away from this thing. I've gone down already. I am not going down again.
Oh man, this was I was like, well, we might have a fight tonight, depending on what you guys do. And then you're like, let's go counterclockwise. And I was like, we're fighting tonight.
There we go. Yeah, buddy.
This is your fault, Vinny.
Right? Somehow the temple would have been safer, apparently.
And the temple is the magical weapon to defeat this thing.
Of course.
And the temple is another gearbox that can control it for us.
And
Hell
the
yeah.
temple
Oh,
is
God,
whatever
that's so
created it. That we can convince into making it our pet.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell whose turn it was next. Jerry, you're up.
Me. Okay, cool. All right. So it's that far away?
Yes.
So I'm going to do the...
Oh, Robbie, no. Why is it so far?
Oh, right? I thought we were closer.
Oh, dunk. All right, yeah. Let me pull it a little bit closer. What's your movement speed?
Well, mine's 40, but
Oh, okay. So I can put it like right here, and you can go up and bump the boy, right?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this
I
one will do.
mean, if
Thank
it
you.
was close enough to attack us, that we had to warn them to get out of the
That's
way
true.
of.
We had to dodge its tentacles. How long are its tentacles?
So now that you're asking me that, give me a perception check.
What?
All right, fine.
I didn't mean for me to know. I meant for you to know mechanically.
Oh, I know how
Is
it's
18 going
working.
to tell me?
Is an 18? Maybe. Is anybody rolling higher?
Oh, natural 4. Let's go.
Rad.
Ouch.
So yeah, I think an 18 works.
22.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that definitely tells you. So with a 22, when you take a closer look at this thing, you realize that the tentacles that attacked you, which there were 2 that attacked you, they're not attached to it per se. When you look at the ends of them, you see that there's like this. it kind of looks like a portal of some sort that they're coming out of that can move around, and there's a portal on the end of 2 of its tentacles. The other 2 are still attached to it, so there are 4 tentacles total.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot at a portal tentacle.
Yeah, let me throw those on here too, so we have something. I don't like that. It doesn't look cool.
Well, I was just gonna shoot at the part or the tentacles on its actual body that are going in.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, go for that.
I feel like that's gonna be the same regardless.
I'm gonna just throw like an elongated blaze reeve over here. Make that 1 tentacle. So we got a point there. You got an 18 to hit. Yep.
So it was a 17, right? Sweet. All right.
You alright, Vinny?
Yeah, I had the hiccups, so whenever I have the hiccups, I hold my breath to get rid of it. I think it worked.
All right, so that's gonna be 9 piercing damage and 1 poison.
Okay, 9 piercing, 1 poison.
And I have a suspicion that because it's not actually alive, it's clockwork, poison probably does nothing to it.
All right, those look clockworky.
Oh, well then shit, I'm gonna be right.
So with you did how many piercing?
9.
All right. 9 piercing, let me deal that. And then you notice that it doesn't seem to react to the poison damage that you caused.
Yeah, I figured. Alright, I'm going to use my cunning action to engage the grave. And yeah, 23 will hit. So I'm targeting that same tentacle. Actually, no, I'm going to target the other tentacle.
I'm gonna kind of like I was saying before. If you want to deal damage to these, it's going to deal damage to the main body.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just thinking if I deal enough damage to a tentacle, it might fall off or die. Just to try. All right, so that's going to be 14 necrotic damage to the other tentacle.
All right.
And as part of that, they're disengaged on its back right there. Hi, Bjorn.
All right.
Hello.
Next up is Bjorn.
All right. Reckless, raging, running. Bjorn is going to sprint towards this Kraken. He's going to just jump right over Jerry's head. Because fuck it. And go right here. And he is going to Blaze Reeve this bitch. Right in its eyeball.
All right.
All right, first attack. Okay, well, thank God I said reckless because the first attack was a 1.
Whoa, that's bad.
Wow! Oh my God! Natural 20.
Oh shit! All right.
Hey, you got
Nice.
it.
Oh my God! That will never happen again. Cool. So, and God, with raging, that's an extra +2 to that. Okay. I'm trying to remember your rules for crits because we switch back and
roll
forth.
double die. So
Just double die. Okay, cool. But not double the +2 from rage, right?
correct. So that only gets added once.
Okay, cool. In that case, let's see.
I just like rolling dice, so
That's fair.
Yeah, man,
my
you're good.
prerogative.
You, bro.
Ooh, God, I wish I had some dragon essence in there. That's.
You didn't load up any alchemist fire?
I don't know if I have it. I haven't been keeping track of it.
Dude, we all have some. He gave us all some.
Then it's in there, and I did it, and I blow my load in it.
Because he asked how many vials we all wanted, and I took like 4.
How much does the alchemist fire do? It's 1d4, right?
Yes, 1d4.
Okay, and that's not doubled.
That is not doubled, correct.
Okay.
So whatever the damage your weapon would do by itself normally.
In total, 19 Blaze Reeve damage.
Okay. I think the only exception to that is well, no, that's part of your weapon. Yeah, roll that twice.
I will. 21
Yeah.
Blaze Reeve damage.
because I think like the only thing that I don't, if it's a die, you roll it. So even if you get like sneak attack, that gets doubled. So,
right.
But I think just like if you had bonuses or something like that, those don't get doubled. It's just the die themselves.
Okay. 21 for the first attack.
Okay.
21 damage. Second attack, which I think Reckless only works on the first attack. Let me just double check so I don't roll with advantage when I don't get it. It's not even pulled up on the screen, so I'm just going to say it only works on the first one because that sounds right. Well, that's a shame. 12 to
12
hit.
damage? Or 12 to hit? No, that doesn't hit.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to sit there and just right at it.
All right. So it is now the Kraken's turn. So
Let's go.
next thing that's going to happen is you're going to see this tentacle fly over this way, and you are now flanked.
Oh,
So
that's lame.
what I'm going to do is let's start swinging at you, I guess. See what happens. Roll that die. All right, and that is...
Don't forget to roll with advantage. I know you said +2 for flanking, but I'm also attacking recklessly. So.
Yep, I remembered that, so that's what I'm doing.
Beat his ass.
Does a 19 hit?
Beats it.
Oh,
Okay.
you big boy.
So that's one. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a 21. Sorry, I forgot to add the 2.
Oh, that misses.
Okay, that one's... Does a 27 hit?
That would hit high. Jesus.
And then that's another 27 to hit.
Yeah, you got me.
God.
So that's 3 hits. And after he hits, you'll see this tentacle go back and reattach to the body. So I'm going to just kind of put that over here for now because I might pull it back out later because it's kind of fun.
I'm going to pull out.
Yeah. I'm specifically that one is quick to pull out. So what do I do for damage? Oh, okay. That's
his favorite thing is to find a succubus on a love boat that has chains.
Don't you worry. That's gonna happen. It will happen.
Succubus with chains on a love boat.
Oh yeah.
We'll make it happen.
I gotta look up the Made in Abyss movies. 2020 film. Okay.
33 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And then
that would round down or up?
round down.
Okay.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20. And
Wait,
I'm going to
20 more damage?
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to do
He's going
something
after
else.
Asher. Because Asher
Okay,
ran
I
away.
was on my my character sheet. I didn't see.
All right.
A quarter of my health right there.
Does a 17 hit?
I believe that would be meets it beats it. Yes, that hits.
Like such a nerd.
Just barely. So this 12 bludgeoning damage as you see this tentacle come down and slam against your shield. Because you have a shield, right?
I do. Yes.
Okay. All right, and that
Do I have
ends. Oh shoot! Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, that ends my turn.
Ow.
Next up is Rill.
We hear Bjorn go, ow.
All right, so I pull out my Galder's bauble pipe, and I use summon Spirit Elemental.
Oh.
I forgot you had that.
Right?
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just blowing all of its charges for the day right now
Okay.
because fuck that.
Do it. Blow your load.
So,
Dope.
summoned has a range of 90 feet, so gonna pop it there.
Cool.
Flank Clockwork Kraken. And says it gets 2 attacks. And it's a
Also-
+2 if it's flanking.
Yes, +2. Also, Jerry, can you give me a perception check? I'm gonna give you just a beholder because that'll be kind of cool to have a beholder on the table. So there's your own.
Perception.
Okay. I'll tell you that in a
I
second.
hope that's enough. Okay, cool.
Oh, is it sight-based? I can roll again.
Yeah, but that's enough. Don't worry about it.
16 doesn't. Wait, no. +2. And 18 hits, right?
Yes.
Attack again because it gets 2 hits. All right, that one hits. Both attacks hit.
I like how it's bright yellow now.
Looks more gold.
Oh, you know what? I could totally use that to like signify whether it's bloodied or not. Like turn that back to transparent.
Oh, okay.
Just thought of that.
That's a good way, dude. That's a clever idea. I like that.
Well, all right, the first hit does 12 bludgeoning damage. The second hit does 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so 12 bludgeoning, 10 bludgeoning.
More than I did.
All right. All right, so
And I'm gonna
go ahead.
get right there.
All right. Jerry, kind of outside of combat, this is something that you picked up on with your Eyes of the Eagle. As you kind of take a look, you see that there are a series of tubes and pipes that are connected to this Kraken that go around back behind it. And you see over in this corner, kind of halfway buried in a heap, is a square box made of silver. It almost looks like it's a coffin of sorts. And it is, I'm going to put it like right over, right there. Yeah,
Is
that
it the
works.
vampire?
So, yeah, as you mentioned that, it reminds you a lot of the coffin that the vampire was in.
Cedric?
Stenmeyer.
Cedric, are you alive? I'm sorry.
Wait, his name is Cedric?
No, I just could never remember his name.
Wait, I
It
wrote
was Cedric
down...
Diggory.
Fuck, what was this fucker's name? Denmere. The vampire's name was
Denmere.
Denmere.
Okay.
Yeah, with a
Yep.
C somehow.
You're right. Like, I don't know if it actually had a C or if he was messing with people.
That's good.
Because what is he gonna do when he's trapped in a coffin?
I don't know.
Oh, yes. If one of you guys had the ability, like smoker or something like that, where you could just blow smoke. I can't remember that guy's name from Hunter x Hunter, though. I just immediately thought of smoker.
Morel.
Ah, yes. Anyway, so yeah, you see that. Back to combat, though. It is Asher's turn.
Okay.
Like, that's on
Asher
track.
is going to try and go at it again. He had a really bad turn. He's going to come over here. Here's what I'm going to do, Robbie. I'm going to do 2 rolls at the Kraken over here and 2 rolls over here. So I am going to upcast my Scorching Ray. So I do 4 rays instead.
Okay.
And when I roll on d20, here's what I'll do. The first 2 rolls will count towards the body of the Kraken. The next 2 will count towards this tentacle that is up on me.
Okay. Sounds good.
So it's 4d20. Come on. Don't... Wait. I did it incorrectly. Hold on. My bad. I didn't space it correctly. There we go. All right. 4d20. That is going to be... The first 2 are at the body. All right. 2, 15. 4, 13. So, god dang it. I have 2 rolls that hit. Okay, so the first 2 that are going to hit the body are going to deal... I'll roll this my own. That's easy. Okay, it's going to do 8 fire damage at the body.
Okay.
And then 9 fire damage at the tentacle.
All right. Cool.
And then, let's see, I only moved 5 feet. I'm going to just get, get a little closer to Rill. I'm going to come over here. Over here. Yeah, there we go. I'm still within range. There we go. Yeah. Wow. Fucking pathetic. I do use 2 third-level spells, and it was pathetic.
I mean, yeah, you're pathetic. It's okay.
So as you hit him, you see some bolts starting to fly off, and he is now
Crackling.
In disrepair.
crackly. He's crackly, staticky,
I would say like
popping sparks.
He's shaking like a car that really needs some transmission work.
Yeah.
So pretty much any car we had growing up.
Exactly.
He busted a gasket.
Yeah, there we go.
Mm.
Next up is Jerry.
There you go. All right. So I'm going to use my cunning action dash. Get right up here on him. And that's going to trigger Bolts from the Grave. Which misses. I mean, I can't hit every time.
Yep.
Didn't it take you 5 rolls to actually hit with that thing?
Something like that, yeah. It was pretty bad. And then I'm going to come at him with my Rapier of Wounding, which I'm attuned to since our most recent long rest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. First roll was an 18. I've got advantage. Let's see if I crit. I do not. Thank you, 18.
What gave you advantage?
So,
Just curious.
Because he's surrounded.
That's +2.
No.
Oh, sorry. +2.
Your first roll was the better roll.
Right.
So you didn't need the second bad roll.
Oh, so you got a dirty 20 instead of rolling for advantage. Okay, I got you.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm good either way.
Yep, definitely.
I mean, an 18 hit.
Yes, an 18 hit. I'm not worried. All right, so that's going to be 1d8 plus 4 piercing, and then 1d4 necrotic for each of it, or at the start of each of its turns.
Oof.
For its wound.
All right, so that's going to be 9 piercing damage, and I'm going to hit the portally tentacle, the one over by Asher.
All right.
And then when its turn starts, it has a wound, so it will it has to make a Constitution save. If it rolls a 15 or higher, the wound is gone. If it doesn't, it can either dispel it with a medicine check, which would consume an action, or it takes 1d4 necrotic.
Okay. So that's this one here. You targeted the tentacle over here.
Yeah, I just targeted the part that was, going into the portal off the main body.
Oh, okay. So you were targeting the main body, but where the portal was?
Right.
Okay. That makes sense then. I'll keep track of that. Is that the end of your turn?
That will...
All right. Next up is Bjorn.
All right. Gonna do what I did before. Only do it second. Reckless rage, all that shit. I think that's yeah. I went to navigate to the screen, even though I already had the screen pulled up. I'm out of it. Okay, it's a little better. And it's +2 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's is 24 gonna hit?
Yeah. Barely.
All right.
Probably.
Just barely. So that's garbage. 10 damage on the first hit. Second one I whiffed. I'm gonna yell at him again. But that's really all I can do.
All right. So it is the Kraken's turn. So
Oh,
he
you know
needs
what?
to make.
I meant to do this earlier. If it's too late, it's too late. But I was going to use a reaction to get back some of the HP when I got hit earlier.
Oh yeah, your hard points.
What triggers that reaction?
As a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 3 once per short rest. It's called Stone's Endurance. It's a Rachel feat.
Sure. I mean, this isn't your turn, so you can use it during someone else's turn in your reaction.
I understand. I meant to do it when I got hit last time, and I forgot to say it.
Yep. Cool.
Dope.
So I need to make a DC 15 Constitution save.
15 for Constitution.
All right. So that is meets it, beats it. So what happens on a?
Okay, so nothing. It
Nothing.
ignores. Yeah, the wound is ignored.
Okay. Cool.
They
So it's
stack
going to go
until
ahead.
The save is made.
Okay. Next it'll go ahead and attack. So it's going to attack Bjorn. And that is a lot. That's a 26 to hit.
That'll do it.
Aye.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yes, it did. So I made sure. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that was a 28 to hit. Because I forgot to add the +2.
Yeah,
Or
that'll
no,
hit.
it was still a 26 because I'm not flanking you right now.
No, you're not.
I lied.
Don't you try to fudge that. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, that 2 points was going to make a huge difference. So then it goes to attack this celestial being. Is it an elemental? I don't remember what this thing is.
The Kraken? No, it's not
That
an
was summoned
elemental.
by Rill.
Oh.
It's summoned by Rill.
It's an elemental spirit.
Okay. It goes to attack the elemental spirit. I highly doubt that a 10 hits. So,
It does not.
and then Jerry does a 19 hit.
Not if I use shield. Booyah.
Okay.
Got him.
Cool. So that. Oh, and then it has this guy over here. So Asher. I don't think that's going to hit. Does a 14 hit?
Nope. I'm good.
All
I
right.
am safe.
And at that point, the tentacle is going to start to retreat, so you get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
All of us?
With my
No, just Asher.
With my Warcaster, I know I can use a spell. Does it have to be like a cantrip or anything?
It can be a spell, just a straight up spell.
Well, in that case, then I'm going to use Inflict Wounds, which is 3d10 at a first level.
I believe for this, it has to be a melee attack.
A melee spell?
Well, I don't know if you can cast a spell on a...
Warcaster, you can.
Yeah, with
Oh, you can?
Warcaster. Yes. Yeah, that's the
Oh,
cool
okay.
thing about
I missed that
Warcaster.
part.
Okay, cool. And this is a touch spell, which is great. I rolled a 16 plus 7 with Inflict
Nice.
Wounds, which is
All right.
3d10. Hell yeah, boy! Finally, I'm doing something great. Where the hell
Right.
is my d10? Okay, that is going to be 9. 1. No, that's a 7. I'm sorry, that's a 7. That's 16, and then an actual 1. So 17.
17 damage.
Yeah, 17 damage.
All right. As you deal that damage, you see as it's moving away from you, the tentacle falls apart and falls to the ground. As it just seems to be junked.
Yeah, boy! Yeah, I got rid of that. You're welcome, guys. I got it.
So yeah, it's only got 3 tentacles now. It's 4.
Oof.
And next up is Rill.
Asher now has 3/4 of an erection.
Oh, how much damage was that again? I'm sorry, I completely forgot to deal that
16.
damage.
16. Wait. 9, 7, 1. 17.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that was 17. I'm sorry. I did that math wrong.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. All right, Rill, you're up.
I'm going to use Toll the Dead on Cracky Man. That's a saving throw for Wisdom, 14.
Wisdom 14. Oh, why am I? Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Oh, it passes.
Okay.
When you cast this, you feel like it should have failed, but for whatever reason it didn't.
Okay.
And it's not a legendary
That's good to know.
resistance. It's this thing's just really good at resisting magic in general.
Okay, that's good to know. Gonna go down there. I'm gonna start making my way toward the box, and
All right.
Elemental Spirit will attack because it doesn't need commands from me to it. It doesn't take an action for me to tell it to attack.
Cool. Okay.
First hit misses. Both hits miss.
Okay. Next up is Asher.
Wait, again? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I just did the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since I got rid of the tentacle in front of me. I'm going to focus I'm not going to move. I'm pretty safe distance from this thing. I'm going to attack this Kraken right here in its center. And I am going to... I wonder, what is the second level of Inflicted Wounds? Because 4d10 sounds really great right now. Yeah, 4d10. I'm going to move a little bit closer to it. Make sure I'm within 30 feet of it. Okay, so I got to move 25 feet closer. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That means I'm within 30. I'm going to send Nurse in to inflict wounds on it. Okay.
I'm going to prep another nurse jacket. Be safe.
And I'm going to upcast this at a second level. So if I hit, this is going to be 4d10, Robbie.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Let me lift this up.
Whoa.
Hopefully.
It's dead.
Just so
Better not fuck this
Unless
up.
he rolls all ones.
Hold on, let me,
Which
I know,
is
dude,
let
imagine.
me rotate this.
I almost want that to happen.
That would be hilarious. That would be so awful.
Right.
Yeah, a 20, boy. Robbie, this is a magic spell. What is this 8d10? I mean, you can say no. This is a big this is 8d10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Nurse
That's the rules. I mean, I assume you would allow that, or at least the max die on yours. I don't know how you work yours, but
Okay. I know
with it.
like literally the rules say like with magic spells that you're not allowed to crit with it. But like I think
that's not fun.
I know.
That sucks.
Dude, I completely agree. Okay, 8d10. I'm rolling it in roll 20. Is it
All ones.
Yeah, right?
I really do want
23.
Are you kidding me?
That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah. Cool. You do 23 points of damage.
That's four ones in there?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, that sucks.
You barely did max damage for well, no, you didn't even. Oh my god. That didn't even win.
Here's what happens as he sends Nurse to go flying towards this thing. He, starts to imbue this magical energy around him, but he sees this giant, clockwork kraken in front of him and starts to get a little scared, so he starts pooping a little bit. And those are the ones, as those got like imbued with the magic, as like little pieces of bird shit hit this thing and deal 1 point of damage, and then the rest of it was Nurse hitting it.
I'm imagining the bird kits are like little balls of napalm.
Yes.
Here's what makes me the most upset, because I just rolled when I did that that inflicted wounds. I went ahead and rolled it in roll 20 to see how much damage it did, and I literally rolled a 9, 8, 7, like 27. I'm so I should have just fucking rolled it in roll 20 instead. I don't know why I did it in roll 20. I'm so... It's been rolled. The dice have spoken.
All right. Next up is Jerry.
Okay.
You gonna be all right?
That's great.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna.
No, he's
I'm
not.
living the dream. I'm living the dream, man. I am.
That was-
living
that
All
the
right,
dream.
so I'm going to stabinate it. 24 is going to hit.
How do you do it?
Wait, was it at 1?
It was at 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
All right, so I see that Asher just expended a lot of energy and didn't finish it off. So I'm like, let me show you how it's done. And I'm going to do like a little Tonberry for Final Fantasy, just doink, and it collapses.
You guys
You
are
don't add anything to those 8s? Or to those D10s? You don't add anything to those?
No, they're just
No,
flat.
it's just a flat spell.
Damn.
Oh my god!
That was great.
I just rolled like the regular 4d10 in roll 20, and I got 24.
Of course, that would have been the exact
it
number
makes-
you needed.
If it makes you feel better, that attack with my sneak attack bonus would have done 24 damage. And I had to burn a spell slot for it.
You can't make this shit up, man. You cannot make this shit up. Like, I'm literally
Just like
posting
Sam-
the fucking picture right there. It is the same.
Just like you
Oh,
can't
it's-
make it up that the Druid got a party lost in a forest.
Yep.
Right? I figured you knew trees.
These trees are upside down, okay? Everything's wrong.
Bjorn can carry you upside down.
Someone should have thought of that earlier.
Fair
Bjorn-
point.
Now on, whenever you guys traverse the inverted forest, Bjorn's just going to carry Rill upside down.
I can't believe I had a max of 80 damage and I did 23. I can't believe it.
It's so bad. I
Sucks to
love
suck, Vinny.
They really do be. Really do be sucking, man. I'm gonna roll a
Doobie doobie
D&D
doo.
Beyond right now instead of roll 20. That's my plan.
So this is going to be immortalized over here.
Oh my god.
And
I
that's
do
just
love
going to
that.
stay.
Like, you barely even rolled half regular damage.
So bad.
I'll roll in roll 20. It'll be quicker. It'll be better. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1.
No, that's boring. Like, that's the fun, is when you get crit and you get to roll double, it's so much funner to roll it. Like, what's wrong
I
with you?
agree. It's the reason
All
you
right.
have all these die.
Yeah. Why have all those die that you buy all the time, Vinny, if you're just gonna roll and roll 20?
I know.
Like
man.
all these die.
I'm gonna go investigate
Yes.
that vampire coffin.
All right.
And I got a nat 20 on investigation.
Yeah,
There's,
so
any
he knows
traps
what's up.
Or anything. I see it.
Rad. All right. As you walk up to the, excuse me, this coffin, you notice it's made of silver, just like the one that was holding Denmere. And these tubes that were going to the Kraken appear to have been powering it. Though from what you can tell, the control center of the Kraken itself was in the head of it. So this was the power source for the Kraken. You notice that.
Okay. As soon as I notice that, I'm actually gonna reach into Bjorn's pack and pull out Dobby, my house goblin,
All right.
because
Wait,
I
you
didn't
got
want
him
to
here?
carry him, and Bjorn wouldn't even notice.
Yes, master.
Hey, you think you can make this work? And I pointed
Well-
at the clockwork Kraken.
Maybe I could potentially put something together with it. But do you
Okay,
want me
give
to?
it a go. And by the way, don't touch the water here. It's bad.
All right. So he goes and he starts kind of like climbing through the kraken to see what he can do with it. One of the things that you notice about the coffin itself is that it is unlocked, whereas Denmir's was locked.
Ooh.
Anybody want to give me an Arcana check? Turn
I was just going to kick it open if no one's going to stop me.
Bjorn goes and kicks it open.
I guess no one wants to stop me. So.
I let Bjorn kick it, though I do step back.
All right. As you kick this open,
he survived drinking dragon essence, so he'll survive whatever this
But
is.
I would not, so I step back.
Yeah.
So once he kicks this open,
I'm still raging.
the first thing you see,
That's fair.
it looks like an elf within this thing. But the thing that jumps out to you about them is they're almost transparent. As they, when you look at them, they look like they're made of jelly. They've been jellified.
You mean Gelly?
Gross.
Wow, got him.
I was ready to make a drape Gelly joke.
Oh man, but yeah. So you notice that it's a female that looks kind of like an elf to a degree, though she's jellified, and she is being held in place by two shackles holding her wrists down, and a type of helmet around her head that all of them are held in place with some kind of silver strand.
Bjorn says, "You up?"
As she looks and says, "I am. Will you free me now?
What?
Will you free me now?
So many questions. So many questions before we free you, lady.
I need you to say that again, Robbie. I still couldn't hear you.
Will you free me now?"
Oh, okay. I turn to the group.
Questions. So
Wait.
many questions.
We need to ask her.
What's your name?
I have no name. Once I entered the clergy, I renounced my name.
Ooh, I hold
What
my
should I
orb
call you?
next to her and see if there's like a stasis energy connection.
Yeah.
You may call me the High Priestess. And
Oh, shit.
she does seem to put off a stasis-like energy.
This is one
Does
of those
Rill
things-
notice this?
Probably. I think,
I pass it along. I say,
if you're
this is one of
proficient
those
in
things.
religion, then you would probably just sense this. But yeah.
All right, so Rill backs up quite a bit.
Why
Asher
are you
steps
there?
up.
She says, I've been imprisoned here, and I know not why, but I would like to be released.
Well, were you doing anything
Do you know who put
wrong?
you here?
What's that?
Were you doing anything wrong?
No, of course not. I would never do anything wrong. I am a priestess.
Insight.
I casted
Inside.
zoning truth on her when we opened the coffin.
So you're doing insight?
I would love to do an insight check, Robbie.
Me
Okay,
too.
go ahead.
That's a 15
And I only got a
plus
13.
3.
20. Dirty 20 for insight.
I got an 18.
Okay. Rill and Asher, you guys both can kind of tell that they're telling the truth here.
All right. So are her eyes open?
Yes. And transparent.
Okay. Cool. So I'm just gonna grab one of my potion vials so she gets a reflection. Do you know that you're jelly?
Yes, I'm aware.
Were you jelly before this happened?
I was not.
Do you know how you turned into jelly?
I do not.
What flavor jelly are you?
Stop!
Grape.
Wait, you
As
tasted
she kind
yourself?
of gives a little chuckle, and then she says, No, of course not. I am human flavored jelly, but
The best kind.
Fair enough.
Not human, but elf.
I say, and I had charged like my bolts from the grave energy to show my grape flavor, and I'm like, oh, I thought I made a friend.
Great.
But she says, I would love to make you all part of the temple if you would like. We need more.
Do you know what
more
happened
clergy.
to the city first?
I don't. I know that we've been here for a very long time. I have been here for a very long time. My memory has faded over the years. I just know that I've always been a priestess, and I have always tended to this place, and that
Okay.
Why have you chosen Ekris? I'm sorry, Sasis.
Stasis.
I don't worship Stasis. I worship Nether.
Who?
What?
Nether glowing.
Okay, I gotta write this down.
Wait, is that the same person who's got the Dong Long going on here?
Yeah, so Nether glowing, the last part's spelled the same as the city.
Wait, so when I said nether regions, it almost is Nether.
The nefarious regions, yes.
There we go.
I remember seeing that in the notebook. Correct.
Yeah, she says, no, I do not worship Stasis. I worship Nether.
Who is this
And
Nether again?
she
so
is-
that these others understand.
She is a benevolent goddess that only wishes to make us all beautiful.
Is that what the jelly's for?
No, this is a very
So
recent...
Asher will take so much.
No, the jelly is a recent thing for me.
Are you more beautiful now?
I would say so, yes. My skin
So the jelly's
glows
an
a little
improvement?
bit. Perhaps. My skin looks a lot
fine.
better. That's the main thing. But
What
She
skin?
says- you can't
No,
see
it's
my
like
skin.
the Jello at Chinese buffets. It's got that little skin on the outside.
That's not good.
I don't think her situation's good either.
So
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna like wiggle the coffin a little bit and see if she moves like Jello.
She does. She's just gelatinous.
Awesome. Can she? So she's like totally trapped, or can she move? Here, can you move at all?
She can kind of like do that, but that's the extent of it. She's being held down by these like shackles and the string that's holding all of this stuff together, which seems kind of odd. Like there's clasps around her wrist, and then this like clasp around her head, but there aren't any chains connecting them. It's like just this thin strand that connects them to the.
Falcon, I just saw that.
Oh, beautiful! Yes.
Oh, man. Dude, I told you not to take any videos of when I was fat. I wasn't that mad though. Alright, I want to
You
go
were
ahead
fat?
and give her an exposition dump and tell her everything that we've found since we got.
All right.
You want me to go ahead and do it?
Yeah. That was the plan. That's what you said.
Alright, cool. Dope. Okay. Alright, Jelly Priestess, so I'm Jerry, these are the Whole Boys. We're adventurers in the Abyss, below the giant island that's under the ocean here. Like the Abyss is huge. That's part of particularly why we were in an upside down forest. We came to this here city called Dong Long. We're probably pronouncing that wrong, but I mean I can read Undercommon, and that's what the down here is. But I don't know. We came to this here. Yeah, we think about that big hallway thing. Then we get in here and see that this big old dome, this glass dome above y'all. It's got a crack with seawater coming in and starting to slowly flood. But we look inside under the water, and there's nothing. Like everything is frozen. It's like when you get one of the algae fish that you probably had at the aquarium before turning to aquarium. The whole thing became full of water, and it's like everything's. But instead of everything being eaten, remember that everything would turn into glass. All the organic material, like any plants, peoples, anything like that, any dead plants, like you had something that would turn into glass now. Because I drop some cheese in there and it turns into glass. But buildings and stuff that turn into glass. The stairs going on down there. We're seeing weird little bobbles that are made out of and something's definitely there. So if there's anything you know that can turn things to glass, or anything you know that would be able to make like sky smaller, we'd like to get that. What's going on? That.
At that point, she kind of like waves her hand. She's like, or she doesn't wave her hand. She just kind of like nods and she's like, I think I get the gist. But
Cool. Did I breathe in there?
I did.
Okay.
So she says, so you are looking for an inventor, correct? That's why you're here? You're looking for this man named Quailish. He may be the one that trapped me in here. I don't know why. I was minding my own business. I was doing my rounds around the city, and just all of a sudden he throws me in this coffin, turns me into jelly. And yeah, it's just been very dark, and my nose has been itching like something terrible. But I do believe I know where he might be. If you could free me from this prison. Yes. She says her nose itches.
I'm gonna
With
pull
the
out
butt of the blaze
crossbow
reef, I
bolt,
scratched her nose.
and I'll get the other side with a crossbow bolt.
All right.
Did that work?
Yeah. So she feels better. But she says, if you free me from this, I could potentially show you where he is. I think I know how to get to his...
Do you know what would turn organic material into glass?
No, I'm not certain what would cause that.
Okay.
But
I rolled a 16 on insight for her helping us find Quailish.
Yeah, and I did not roll that, so.
All right. So, Rill, you roll insight to see... what are you specifically rolling for here?
To see if she actually wants to help.
Yeah, to see if she's actually willing to offer help or if she's just saying stuff.
You kind of get the feeling that she's just trying to get out of these shackles in any way she can.
Okay.
Asher, give me an Arcana check real quick.
Arcana. Okay, that's a +7. That is a 7 + 7, 14.
Okay, you got just enough. Let me see if I've got any resources for this. So you are looking at the bindings that she has on her, and you notice that that little thread, that silver thread that's holding everything in place, is actually astral silver. So it's just an astral silver cord that is being used to hold her in place. The only thing I could really find online as far as a resource to explain what it is that there's this like astral silver armor in 5th edition. The description is houses a falsely shiny, almost enchanting glow in dim light. The reflection of spirits can be seen passing by the armor. It provides protection, and so I guess it's just kind of like this, kind of like a meteorite of some sort that fell to Earth, and people have like formed into different things. And in this case, it's being used as a cord that's holding her in place.
Astral silver, you got it.
That's cool.
But yeah, so those are the two things you guys get. She seems like she's desperate, and she's being held in by a magical meteorite.
I want to help her, but I don't know what would happen if we do.
What if we let you go, ma'am, who has no name? What would you do?
Well, first I would like you to accompany me to the temple. I'd need to go back there to gather some things. And then I would like to take you guys to Quailish, but he doesn't seem to like me, and that's kind of the reason why I would like to run by the temple first. But yes, I that would be the main thing. And if you guys would love to join my religion, that would make my day.
Not much of a joiner.
I said,
What's that?
you know what? You can give me your pamphlet and I'll look over it. But
Would you say?
if we were to let you go, and we did nothing, what would you do after going to the temple?
Oh, if you guys just left me, like released me and then left,
Yeah.
I guess I would say my farewells and wish you the best.
Let's see. Insight 24. Is that the truth?
So, when she is talking, you notice a pause at the beginning before she says, well, yes, that would be fine. I would just, I wish you farewell. And the way that her voice inflects at the end there, something seems off about what she's saying. You don't know if it's necessarily a flat out lie, but you know that, like, she's not telling you exactly what she's thinking.
Robbie,
I feel like.
go ahead, Curtis.
Well, I was just gonna say, I feel like we should let her go for plot to move the plot along.
Yeah,
It doesn't seem like she's planning anything outright against us.
I just got one more question
so far.
And this will be a persuasion check on my part. Like, look, we want to help you. We're helpers, but it's pretty clear that you got something you're keeping from us, and we got to see the whole hand before we let you go, because like this is our lives on the line here. I don't know where I want to die, but it ain't here. Is an 18 going to persuade her?
Let me see.
Quick,
So,
slap
can
his
you?
ass.
Yes, slap my ass.
Can you repeat what you were saying?
Slap his ass, just in case.
Okay. I'm basically just trying to figure out if she's keeping something from us. I'm trying to figure out what. There's something she's not sharing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
right
now she's asking us to just take her at her word, and I need all the words.
She says, well, at the very least, I'll give you this. This here was the temporary lab of Quailish. I came across him in his lab here, and if you were to release me, then the power source for all of his contraptions would be gone.
Oh.
Well, that's enticing. That's.
That is, yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, you drive a pretty good bargain, lady. Honestly, you probably could have led with that.
I say we let her go. Better deal with her than Quailish's monster.
Like, I want to be really careful about this and try to get some of this astral silver.
So yeah, I want to see if I can just release her without damaging it. 'Cause I figure, given that I'm proficient with thieves' tools, I can probably just get the shackles.
Bjorn's plan was to kick the coffin harder, but that's probably better.
That's a bad idea, Bjorn. Sometimes you gotta let me do my thing.
So when you take a look at it, you won't be able to just pick the way that this is bound to the coffin itself. The strands of astral silver are bound to it magically, so it's not something that you can just pick. But they are the shackles themselves and the head restraint are just plain old like shackles and metal, so you could potentially pick those locks and release them.
I also feel like if she's made of jello, we could just like wiggle her out of there.
Well, I mean, if Asher comes over here and runs too hot, he'll melt her, and that doesn't seem like a good thing.
All right, so Asher, what you need to do is you need to creep up behind Jerry and just give him a little booty rub while he's picking all these shackles.
That's fair.
I give Jerry
I'm going to go ahead and try and...
Too far.
That was from experience giving, not experience receiving.
All right.
So yeah, I'm just gonna say Asher grabs my ass because that's
Yep.
so
I'm a
much better
D4.
than that.
Yeah, we don't need all the visuals.
All right. So 18 plus 1, 19 to free her.
All right. So you are able to
I
free her.
assume it was just a dex check plus my proficiency, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Let's go.
So
Come on out.
yeah, you successfully release her. And the strands are still attached, but you could potentially try and play around with them to get them off. She says, "Well, I'm going to head back to the temple. Would you like to join my religion?"
I'm gonna have to pass on that, but thank you.
I would say
Maybe.
I'd have to at least see some literature first. Because
I'll say maybe.
There's a chance that she goes by a new name now, and I might have already heard it.
So she pulls out this slip of paper, and as she does, you look at it, and it looks like a. So, like, there's some countries that have paper money. So she pulls this out. It looks like a piece of paper money, and she hands it to you. And when you open it up, it says it's not a piece of money. It's actually a piece of paper that says "disappointed." Well, you wouldn't be if you knew the everlasting joy of Nether.
Alright, I'm definitely laughing at that. I'm like, this is good, but I need a little bit more than this. You have my curiosity.
There's a URL on the bottom of it.
What? There's no section down here.
Then she pulls out another pamphlet that details their religion, and it talks about the snake goddess, and how she is one of the most beautiful, and whatever. It's very flowery language. Nothing
I
very
might join,
substantial.
but I need to see more.
So yeah, their goddess is Medusa.
Yeah, basically. I'm like,
Oh, for sure.
I'm sorry. I can't. Snakes are a hard no for me.
She says, "Well, if you change your mind, I'll be at the temple. Otherwise, I will point you in the direction of that pile of rubbish over there." And as she points over, you see this one area where there's a large heap of trash, and there's a lot of paper documents and stuff like that. She says, "I know Qualish hid something in that area that may be useful to finding his laboratory."
What's your name?
"I don't have one. I am the High Priestess."
You have a name.
What was your name?
It's been so long, I don't remember. I've lived for centuries.
Alright, I'm gonna call you Jigglypuff.
I mean, is she becoming more
That sounds
solid, or
accurate.
is she?
Still
No,
jellified.
she's still gelatinous, and as she goes to leave, she kind of slops away.
I was going to say, we should cast Identify on her to see what spell she's affected by.
I could do that.
We might be able to help her.
It'd be weird to touch living Jello, though.
We've touched gelatinous cubes.
She seems content with her
Not
condition.
by choice.
Just saying.
She doesn't seem terribly upset about her current condition, so I mean, if you want to do something, fine, but
What?
she doesn't care.
Did you choose to be jellified, ma'am? Or was this a
I did not.
product of Qualish?
This was Qualish's doing.
Do you enjoy being jellified?
Do you enjoy, I don't know, wearing clothes?
Yes.
Actually, no. Not
I
most
enjoy
of
when
the
he
time.
wears clothes. I enjoy it very much when he is wearing clothes.
Well, I mean, some people enjoy it, some people don't. I'm in the middle. I don't care. It doesn't prevent me from worshiping my goddess, so
Good
Fine.
way to put
Can
it.
I poke
Yes, yes.
sure. 5 gold.
Doing.
It's like
Cool.
those people in New York
And
that dress up
I
as like
totally
the
give
Statue
her
of
5
Liberty.
gold.
So you take a picture, and then they're like, "All right, that's $10,"
Money well
It
spent.
happened to
Here's
me.
5 gold.
and we said no.
And she says, "Thank you for your offering, child," and then slops away.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I is going to
Stay out of the water.
So yeah,
Oh, that's disgusting.
do you guys want to go ahead and give an investigation check?
Yeah. Let's get the shit out of it.
Let's
Absolutely.
investigate.
And I find nothing.
I
22.
find
15.
probably nothing.
I got a 15.
11.
I had a 6.
So
my
you
roll
guys are
was.
like picking through this pile of rubbish that she pointed you guys to, and none of you really find anything. And then Bjorn just comes charging at this thing, dives into it, and then you just see trash flying all over the place as
Smart
he's
hole.
just throwing this shit around. And all of a sudden, after a couple minutes of him just, thrashing inside this rubbish heap, you all of a sudden see what almost looks like a vehicle of some sort. And I will post a photo of it in a second. Let's
Okay.
see.
I found it. It's mine. I just saw the red.
Yes, that's Bjorn. So that's what it looks like.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
And it has
Dope.
like a hatch on the back of it. Each of the those periscopes are kind of like eyes that you can see out of. And one thing that's
Awesome.
interesting about this is on the front of it, it almost looks like some kind of organic cord that's hanging out of it, but is like held in place and able to be controlled by these clockwork pieces, so it can be moved around. So you would assume there's some kind of control within the apparatus that allows you to move that cord.
Cool.
Give
I
me,
open it.
give me
And
a
Mark of the
medicine
Crab
check.
starts playing in the background.
Anybody that's proficient in medicine.
Not me.
I have a +3, but I'm not proficient.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
Hey,
Go ahead and
Donnie,
give me.
can you make this work?
If you have more than +0, then give me a roll.
Nat 20.
Nope.
13.
All right, with the nat 20, when you look at this thing, it looks that cord that's coming out of it that almost seems organic. It looks like an umbilical cord that's been implanted into this machine.
Gross. That's what I thought.
Though when
Pilot it with your belly button.
when you inspect it, it's not organic per se. It looks as though it's got some kind of magic aura around it, and upon further investigation with a nat 20, you find that this is the umbilical of an atropal.
It's
Which I can-
What?
What's the last word you said?
Atropal, and I will send you a photo of what that looks like.
Umbilical
So,
and Abercrombie.
The umbilical
Oh,
cord
God.
of that thing is what is on the front of this.
Oh,
keep that.
God.
Well, everything about that is wrong.
It is a huge undead titan.
Hate that. Thanks.
I
I don't like the journey for me anymore.
as you take a look at this apparatus, which it's called an apparatus of Quailish. It's a modified version of it, but you have your Dobby come over and he informs you, "Well, Master, the Kraken is destroyed. I can't do anything with it. This thing,
Okay.
though, looks
What about this?
in relatively decent shape. I could potentially work on it."
All right.
So,
Sounds good. And I pop him 5 gold because
all
I
right.
did tell him I would pay him.
Thank you, Master. As he jumps in and starts looking at it, So he comes back like 15 minutes later and says, I believe I can have this running if you give me about 6 hours.
Cool.
Long rest.
Well, I
Yep.
say we
Quick
explore.
question: is it waterproof or watertight?
He responds with, yes, it is perfectly watertight, and it seems to be able to traverse water if you want to be able to use it as some kind of aquatic vehicle.
Is it buoyant?
Yes, you can. It works as a submarine, so you can
Float up and down.
go down, go up.
I don't know how Bjorn knows that word, but
He mentions that there are controls within to move the umbilical cord around, and it seems to have some kind of device on the end of it to attach to something.
It's a disgusting grapple cannon.
Yeah, it's for the baubles.
Ah.
And so go ahead and give me another investigation check. Now that part's done, you guys are kind of like, you've got your 8 hours. So while you're doing that, you're kind of rummaging through his notes that he's left behind and some of his trash. So if anyone wants to do either investigation or some sort of intelligence-based roll that makes sense in this situation, go ahead and do that.
I'll do investigation, yeah, for sure.
I got a 10 that time.
I got a 12.
It's not a long ship, so I don't know how to sail it.
25.
Damn.
Okay.
Wait,
I got a 15 for Arcana if Asher gave a butt rub.
I think he gave you a banana slurp.
Slurp, slurp.
So as you guys look through this, I think Rill and Asher would find this information. It kind of details some of his designs, and specifically around the apparatus of Quailish. So it talks about exactly what Dobby told you, that it's basically a submarine. The Atropal umbilical cord is not organic, so you guys have a very strong feeling that you don't have to worry about it suddenly being turned into glass.
Okay, cool.
And then
Good.
upon further investigation, it details his designs around the baubles. So you find out that he's actually the one that went and created all of the baubles that are down in the water, and that he is the one that, using this apparatus, went and moved all of the people around to kind of make them look like they were, standing in place and kind of posing a lot of the creatures and humanoids that are turned to glass.
Okay.
I think the term for that is vitrified. Let me Google that real quick.
Yeah, that's it. It's vitrification.
Okay, cool.
Is that when you stand out on a beach and you let lightning hit it, and that's how you make glass?
Yeah, anything
Think
that's
so.
turned to glass is vitrified.
It was a Sweet Home Alabama reference. I didn't know if anyone had seen that movie.
Oh, okay.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, it's very bad.
So, and I think the only other thing to mention is that there's a piece in his documentation that talks about the baubles themselves and how he has created demi-planes within each one of them, and the using conjuration magic, and that the umbilical cord connects to that and creates a portal within the apparatus of Quailish to allow access into that demi-plane.
Oh, that's cool.
That is so dope.
Okay.
Who wants to go plane hopping?
So
Oh,
Let me-
God.
let me see. Asher, odd or even?
Odd.
Since you got the 25.
Odd.
Okay, it's odd. In one of the footnotes, you find that he describes the location of his laboratory which is in the city's furnace, or let me see what the name of it actually is, because I don't think that's the right word for it. I can actually find. I'm looking for. That is 7. Oh, okay. So in the city's workshop, which based on the description that is provided in the documents there, you know it to be that.
So surprise building.
It's in the city's workshop. Okay. Wait. His what is in the city's workshop?
His final
workshop.
laboratory. His laboratory that he put within a demiplane.
Okay. It's in the city's What did you say? Observatory?
Workshop.
Workshop.
It's the building next to the palace.
Gotcha.
The one that looks like shit. What's the guy from Mario with Shy Guy?
Surprise Shy Guy.
Okay,
Yeah,
Shy
looks
Guy.
like a Shy Guy.
It's like, what is it? Waluigi, Monty Mole? I know all of them, man.
All right. So, yeah, as you guys take your long rest, the next morning you wake up and Dobby's got the apparatus ready to roll. And I say let's go ahead and get you guys there, and then we'll call it. So you guys load up.
Or do we want to look at some of the other demi-planes?
Yeah, did you want to go to one of the other demi-planes first? You want to go straight to
How many
Quailish?
other?
Oh, God.
I mean,
You guys
We don't
saw
know.
a
We
few.
know there's at least like 3 or 4.
How big are they?
we saw 4.
We what?
They're the
We
baubles.
saw 4. We can assume there's one probably in the marketplace. There's probably one in the palace.
So the ones that you guys know of, there's the eagle egg over here. There's the squid eye in this building.
Yep.
There's the devil's eye in this building. There's the astronomer in this building, and then there is the mace head in this building.
That's where Bjorn wants
Okay,
to go.
so 5.
Where
And then you know that there's something over here that would allow access to speak with Quailish.
Well, given that we're here to find Quailish, I feel like we should do that, and maybe he can tell us more about these demi-planes. Like, hey, don't go to this one. It's the plane of plants that chop your dick off.
Yeah, don't want to go there.
And
Asher's
Asher's only
struggling.
carrying 1 spare.
This is the plane of jellification.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to go there. No thanks, guys. I'll pass.
Asher wants to go to the plane of plants that become your.
There you go.
Effectively, yeah. But we need to know which one that is, and let's not get our junk chopped off first. So, if we can find Quailish, let's talk to Quailish.
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
So you guys
I think we'll wrap around
head on
this.
over. And so you guys get over there without any issue, which I'll tell you, if you had not released the High Priestess, this would have been much more difficult. So that was good. You guys get over to this building, and once you get inside of it, you find, I don't know, you can surface and then pop out and take a look around, or you can just use the periscopes to look around, but you see that there is a bauble in the center under the water of the workshop, and it is in the shape of, where is my notes for that one?
Yoink.
It looks like a gnome who is blowing glass. Oh, here I actually have the full. description here. Yeah, so you see a bauble with a gnome blowing glass with a workshop behind him. The entire thing, the whole scene is created out of glass. So you guys ride up to it, press the button on the controls for the umbilical cord, which connects, and all of a sudden you see at the very front of the apparatus a portal open. And within you see what appears to be a workshop or a laboratory. The extra-dimensional space beyond the portal is filled with working laboratory equipment, similar to the ruined gear seen in the monastery and the city that you've just gone through, but even more advanced. At the center of the lab, an elaborate system of glass piping and alchemical equipment flows and bubbles. Banks of instrument panels are set against the walls, including a framed glass device resembling a window. In another area, 5 clear canisters hold what appear to be still beating hearts. Across the room are 2 large glass tanks. One appears to be filled with some sort of green fluid, while the other has a mind flare trapped inside. All of the active equipment... what's that?
Is it Egginox?
Oh, no. All of the active equipment in the lab
got captured again.
appears to be connected to a strange contraption that appears to be some sort of miniature water wheel made of metal.
Are there people moving around in there?
As you take a look, you see the room appears to be completely empty except for the trapped mind flayer. And Asher, since you went to school for medical stuff, can you give me a medicine check?
Yes, that is a +3. That is an 11.
Okay, that was you need a 10. As you take a look around, the piping actually draws your eye. All of the glass pipes and tubes that are used to move a lot of the water and bubbling fluid around to different devices. You get the disturbing impression that the glass piping isn't manufactured. As you get a closer look, you realize it kind of resembles intestines.
Guys, I think that we're in a quote-unquote body.
All of a sudden you hear a voice pipe up from behind you as you hear it isn't coming from the elephant, it's coming from the glass tank next to it, as the green fluid kind of forms into a single mass, a blob, and you hear, "Well, this is a surprise." And that's where we'll end tonight.
I gotta write that down. Okay, fluid. Fluid. This is a surprise.
It's flubber.
And it kind of resembles that. But so specifically the main thing to point out was that the pipes they look like intestines and they don't look like they were manufactured. So you're getting the impression that whoever built this workshop took some of the glass bodies from the city, broke them apart, and pulled the intestines out and used those as the glass piping for his machines.
That's pretty gross.
I'm not putting those people back together.
Yup, that is gross.
Let's just make it part of Jerry's character. He sucks at jigsaw puzzles.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, Quailish doesn't really care about much, if that says anything. But yeah, cool. Good session, guys.
Yeah, guys.
Got to actually fight.
Yeah. Creepy.
That Kraken scared the fuck out of me. Did you change its AP in the fight? Like, did you lower it? Or sorry, not its AP, its HP.
Yeah.
Well, it was
did?
clockwork, so I imagine it was a little weak. Because, like, a Kraken is like a DC... Not a DC, a challenge rating, like, fucking high up there, man.
So
it has
when
8 tentacles, not 4.
The challenge
so-
rating of fucking high up there, man.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine this wasn't as tough as a real Kraken.
so this encounter is one that I've actually played before as a player, and we were level 12 when we fought that.
Yeah.
So I had to severely modify it to work for this campaign.
Yeah, we're like each like 7 levels. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, it had more tentacles before, and it had more HP before.
Probably a higher AC too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, no.
wasn't bad
The
as I was
AC was the
expecting.
same. That was one thing that I was actually like surprised by. The AC was
Okay.
the same.
That wasn't as bad as I was expecting. When you said fucking mechanical Kraken, I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, because there's a Kraken and then Ghost of Saltmarsh has a young Kraken.
Mhm.
I wonder what the difference there is, but like either way, terrifying. You don't want to fight one of those creatures, man. Even if it is clockwork. Like, it's like
Right? I don't care where it came from or what it's made out of.
Yeah, that was cool though. I was excited about that. I like actually spent some time trying to find a fucking token for it, but I couldn't find anything. Like that image that I put on there, that was the closest I could find to an actual like clockwork Kraken.
no, dude,
That's
it
pretty
worked.
good.
It worked. Yeah.
It looked good.
It worked. It got the
Vinny,
point across.
the challenge rating of a Kraken is 23.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, a Kraken has 472 HP.
So imagine that, but then give it magic resistance and then resistance to any type of attack that is not from a magical weapon. So every time that you did any kind of damage to me that was from just a spell or like I had to make a save, I had advantage on all of those and stuff like that.
Listen, the worst part about multi-classing is I have level 3 spell slots, but not level 3 spells. So next level up, I'll like get a new whole bunch of like spells that I can fuck you up with.
Okay. Cool.
Duly noted.
Yeah, tell him so he can plan.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, let me know so I can make it harder. But
No, this one felt appropriate. It was good. Thank you for not giving us an actual Kraken to fight.
yeah, I was like, I feel like if I can shoot for this being like 2 to 3 rounds, that's an appropriate fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's where
not
we
a
landed.
boss encounter. It's like mini boss-ish, you know?
Mhm.
Get strong enough that with some bad rolls, we could have been fucked up.
Like if we rolled, say, 8 die and only did about a third of what we could have rolled.
If we roll ones on half of our damage die,
Oh, that was so bad. Oh my god.
It's like, and that was a crit, too.
I know.
That was so funny. Holy shit. And then you come in and roll, like you try rolling just 4 of them rather than critting, and you roll exactly what you needed.
I can't. It's funny. I rolled 8d10 on Roll20, and I got a 23. I rolled 4d10 on D&D Beyond, and I got a 24.
Just do D&D Beyond from now on. Either that or just do physical die, because that's way more fun.
man.
Listen, you're not wrong. It is a lot more fun to roll it that way, but it's just... I wanted it to be like a little bit faster, but fuck it. Fuck speed. You know, it's only 10:01. We could have been done at 10:03. Whatever. I would have been fine with that.
and it's just fun, especially if you roll them one at a time and you slowly build up the damage, and it just intensifies. You're like, oh my god.
You know what?
Unless it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 2.
You know what?
1.
Let me try it right now, okay? 4, 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. Plus 9 is 24. That's already more than I did last time. That's only 4. 27, 31, 35, 36. Okay. That was only 1-1 in me rolling it by hand.
Still not a great result, but a lot better than what you had.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is you need to get a second camera that you go and set up to point at your dice tray. So when you feel the urge to have us watch you roll, you have another camera you can just switch to.
Dude, I would absolutely do that. If I could like set up another camera that is like connected up here and just like recording straight down, that would be super cool because then you could like watch me take notes.
How
Why
exciting.
would we watch you take notes?
That's
I don't know,
just
man.
exhilarating.
Here's my
Oh,
notes.
yes.
People in city worship Sasis. Nathar Gloin, goddess that wants to make us beautiful. The astral silver.
You could do it with your phone. You could connect it like put it on like some kind of holder that attaches to your table and make a different Discord account. And it could just be called like Vinny's Dice.
Yeah,
and
you're right. Yeah.
go with that. And then we could always message Vinny's Dice when we want to be assholes. But like when Vinny rolled bad,
Why do you keep rolling so low?
You feel bad.
Yeah, I could do that. Honestly, I feel like having like a little like dice roller camera. That would be pretty cool, though. You know, that would
Yeah,
be
that
cool
would be
to
kinda
see
neat.
all that happening.
Quite legit.
What I really liked about using Roll20, whenever like last session, whenever I rolled like those con saves, just like whenever we all were like, whenever I rolled that like 6 or 9 or whatever it was, that just fucking knocked me out. Because like,
And you were just dying.
the one thing that I do that I guess miss or regret about us not like being in person, like if we were all in person sitting at a table, I would take my D20 and just like roll it in front of everybody. That way we all like can see the result and like react to it at the same time, you know?
Right.
That's the one thing that I like regret / miss. You know what I mean?
We'll get there.
Doink. Yeah.
Well, if we can find a long weekend some point and all of us just like go to the cabin or something, that'd be kind of cool.
Dude, I would be
When
down
it's safe to go, like
100%.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm getting my vaccine next Friday.
Okay.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, I'll be safe.
And you guys are in Charlotte, right? Raleigh. Oh, okay. That's still like basically the same. So you'd be like 3 hours from the cabin then.
Where's the cabin?
It's in Allegheny County, North Carolina. So it's like opposite corner of where I am.
Yeah, you guys
How far
are.
is that from Little Beach?
5 hours.
Yeah,
Which
Curtis, you live exactly where
it's
I
5
live.
hours for me as well. So if you want to drive an extra hour, you could drive up to me and then we drive together up, or you could just drive there and it'd be there at the same time and not have to do an extra hour of driving.
But if I drive to you, then we can split the 5 hour drive.
Yeah. So that helps.
That's better.
Guys, I would love to make that happen. Like,
Yeah.
you guys know I'm after June. Like, I have no job whatsoever. Like, I'm done. I know you guys are a little bit different because you're not teachers, but like, I'm open all summer long.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep that in mind then. Because it'd be cool to do like 3 days. So that way we're not like getting up there. We play basically one evening and then we go home the next day. That would kind of suck.
Yeah, that would suck ass.
But
After
Yep.
June. All right. That's when all the birthdays start happening for me is after June. So we'll figure it out though.
well,
So
in June
we're
for
shooting
him,
for,
right?
like
So
the middle of June then. Got it.
if we can do like the middle of June, we're good.
Wait, Robbie, your birthday is like mid-June too, isn't it?
No, it's the beginning of June.
Beginning of June.
It's June
Okay.
6th.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. But what about Taylor's? Because hers is right close to yours.
Hers is the 14th, but nobody cares about that. It's fine.
Okay, I got
Hey,
you.
Vinny,
I
you
got
still
you.
recording?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do not sit there.
It'd be fun to do one session of each campaign.
That would
Like-
be fucking cool.
Like whichever one we're currently playing, we try to wrap up like that arc the first night. Then the second night I could do Glory Hammer, and then the third night we do the first one of the other campaign, the first
That would be cool.
of the next arc.
Yeah, dude, we
Okay.
could definitely make that happen.
Okay.
Shit, man. I mean, like, yeah, we could definitely do like 1, 2, 3. You know, that's something that would be a fun thing to do. Just like, I don't have any service up there, so I would have to like print my character sheet out. But like, I mean, guys, like, we're definitely like 5 or so months away. But like, if that's something we want to work towards, like, I am 100% down. I haven't seen like a physical human in person that I wanted to see since, I don't know, Robbie. When's the last time I saw you in person?
Damn, I won't tell Maggie you said that.
Was that?
That was like the summer, wasn't it? Like September or something, or maybe August.
September's the summer.
I feel like it was cold.
Was it? I don't remember, man. It's been a while.
It might have been early on in the year. No, it was. It was like it was around the middle of the year.
Yeah,
No.
summerish. Yeah.
Fuck, I can't remember.
Yeah, me neither.
It might have been like October because you were telling us like we were the first people that actually like came to visit you
Yeah.
since like November the year before. So it was like almost a year before anybody came to see you.
But listen, guys, we got to make this happen. We've been playing for over a year. Like, let's play in person once,
That'd be cool.
at least once.
There we go.
And then we can all show each
We're
other
like a year
our
and 3 months at this
stupid
point.
dice collections.
What was that, Dylan? A year and 3 months?
It's like a year and 3 months at this point.
Yeah, it was
maybe
like
a year and 4.
November-ish whenever we started. Yeah.
It was at least October. It might have been September.
Yeah, because listen, it was before that because we did a Halloween one shot.
Because we did a Halloween one.
Yeah. So it was a little bit before that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think we're coming up on 2 years soon.
It'd be really cool if we could all get custom minis by then. I'm probably not going to do that though, because it's money that it probably doesn't want me to spend. But it'd be really cool.
I mean, you could just get like the cheap unpainted plastic ones from like Heroes Forge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
just paint it myself. I don't know.
Listen, man, we all got that stimmy check money. We all got it coming.
Oh yeah, well, I got it. Yeah,
and
but you
I
didn't know.
bought kids a bunk bed. That was my stimulus expenditure.
Oh shit!
I got them a nice one with a slide.
Oh shit.
Hey, all right.
That sounds pretty cool.
This way they'll play in there and leave me alone.
I heard they're trying to
So
pass.
that's all you and ask you to watch.
Yeah, or they get hurt. But still,
I
it'll be
heard
like
they
a
were trying
great
to pass
5
something
minutes.
to get us the $2,000, like the extra 1,400. I heard they were trying to pass something for that, which would be honestly, it's not the amount that we're getting that I'm concerned with. It's the amount that is being spent that we're not getting because it's our tax dollars.
I
It's like,
know,
come on,
man. Like, I would
Right?
love to get all that much. Like, it would be so good. But guys, like, good sesh. Definitely, let's work
Yes.
towards making a live thing happen for sure.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll like buy an audio recorder or something.
You need to bring your
I know I've got
your DM costume.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
right, definitely.
We just pass it around for everybody that DMs.
I know I've got a wedding to go to at the end of June, but I don't remember the exact date. I think it was during the week though, so it shouldn't be that big an issue.
I can't go at the end of June anyway because that's Tiff's birthday, so it has to be middle of June.
Okay,
Go, works for me.
That's it.
Nice.
fine. Second or third week, I'm down with it.
Cool.
Now, guys, all right,
Cool.
we're
We'll
gonna
figure it
work
out.
towards something. Sweet.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
guys.
All right, guys. Well, I'll
Talk
see
to
you
you
all next Sunday.
All right,
Good session. Peace out.
Adios, guys.